So this is a free masterclass on how I make 16 grand a month in profit with drop servicing. I'll literally walk you through step by step so you can copy me and you can do it too, and you can replicate what I did. Okay, so this masterclass, this 4-hour masterclass that you're about to watch, is part of my paid digital wealth community. And you can join the school. There's also a free school community you can join down below. And there you can also watch. There you also have access to all of the sheets, and you also have access to the community. But you can also just continue watching here on YouTube. I wish you much luck with this, and I hope that you have the success that you want with it as fast as possible. So if you're watching this right now, then you're on the right path. Keep watching. All right, guys, very welcome to the Digital Wealth Mastery course. And welcome to this first video. Even though this is named a welcome video, this one is not to underestimate. This is one of the most important videos ever, so watch it till the end. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Digital Wealth. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we're now gonna talk about some very important things that can change your life forever. Here's what we're going to cover in this video: the power of drop servicing, why to start with drop servicing, and the course curriculum of this drop servicing course, and the goal and the rewards to make this a little more fun, and how to get help and support. Let's get into it. Very important, YouTube and Instagram. Follow me there for exclusive content, and also very important infos that I sometimes drop on either YouTube or Instagram regarding this community. So my handle there is Felix Ehold. It's just my name, and you can find me with that handle on all social media channels. Do that right now. Super important to keep you updated. Okay. Also super important, share the course. Really, I want to start a revolution here, but I can't do that alone. I need your help for that. So let's start a revolution and share this course. Slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. So watch the entire video, don't skip around, and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, you can watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time until still take in all the information. So let's start with the power of drop servicing. The power of drop servicing is, the first thing is leverage. Okay, so with drop servicing, we leverage the skills and expertise of others by outsourcing tasks to freelancers, enabling you to offer services without trading your own time for money, because they fulfill the service for you, but you still make the highest amount of profit on that service. You're the one who makes money. They're the ones who trade their time. That's why it's a high leverage opportunity, right? But still, you give them more business and still also help them to make more money. But we'll talk about all of that stuff in detail later on, but it's high leverage, and that's why it's super powerful. Okay, because one of the worst things in the world is when you trade your time, the most valuable thing that you have, for money, something they print by pushing a button. Okay, so you never want to be caught in that cycle. You always want to work with high leverage and don't trade your time, the most valuable thing you have, for money. You never want to do that. Okay, that's why we're here. Right, next thing, low overhead costs. That's great for everyone who's getting started, because you don't need to invest in inventory, equipment, office spaces, or anything like that, and that significantly reduces your upfront costs when starting that business, right? The next thing is the scalability of it. So drop servicing really allows you to scale your business quickly because you're not limited to your own time and resources. If you would fulfill the service yourself, you would be, besides from the fact that it would be stupid because you trade the most valuable thing you have, besides from that fact, you would be limited by your own time because you only have 24 hours in a day. But with drop servicing, you can use freelancers. And if you sold so many services that this one freelancer you're working with is already full, then you can take on a second freelancer, and you have unlimited ability to scale this business, right? So Then also you have location independence. So you can run a drop servicing business from anywhere in the world where you have internet connection. And that's really giving you the freedom to work from anywhere in the world, as already mentioned, right? And that's just awesome. Really being able to wake up in the morning and realize, hey, I want to go to Croatia today, or I want to go to Los Angeles or whatever. And you can just fly there, hop on an airplane and continue making money from there, right? Super easy. Okay, so far for now, that was the power of drop servicing. And now let's hop into some more nitty-gritty stuff. Why to start with drop servicing? Why is the best route to take if you're just getting started? So, at first, there's no financial investment involved here. So, drop servicing really requires a minimal financial investment upfront, and that's making it accessible to almost anyone. So you don't have to buy any stock or any products or whatever. Nothing. You don't need to invest any money upfront, and the freelancers only get paid by you once you already got paid by the client first. So you're always the first one to get the cash on the bank account. So that's great, right? And there's really a minimum investment of maybe maximum a few $100. We're talking about some softwares there, right? So it's super easy to start, and you can launch within days. And by the way, keep in mind, I just mentioned a few $100. If you want to keep it super cheap because you have no money in the bank, you can even start it with less than $100. You can start it with like probably 20, 30, $50. Okay, so it's insane how low investment you can start a business. Okay, but let's continue. It's easy to start, you can launch within days, and there's no need for any product development or anything that requires upfront work, which is insane. You can start with no financial investment and with no time investment. It's literally a few days that you need to set everything up, and then you can launch and start contacting clients and potentially start closing your first clients, which is insane. And closing your clients means receiving money on the bank account. Okay, so also proof of concept. You can use testimonials from your freelancers, so you skip the hardest part of a service-based business. And that's getting your first clients to have some proof that this actually works. That is the hardest part in a service-based business, getting your first client. Then the second client is so much easier. Why? Because you already have proof from your first client that it works. So then the second client is so much easier. But you can skip that part because you can use the testimonials from your freelancers. They already have these testimonials. And as they are also the ones who will fulfill the service, it's absolutely legit to use their testimonials. So you can skip the hardest part of a service-based business or any agency business. You can just fast forward right to closing clients with already a bunch of testimonials in your repertoire, and that's awesome. Okay, so also quick profit generation. It's a fast route to generating income, as you only have to close one client and already receive $1,000 to $500 on your bank account right away. So it's really it can be very fast money if you just manage to close a client fast, and that's all you need to do basically in the beginning, right? So it's one of the fastest way to really see some profit, not only revenue, but really profit on your bank account. Okay, and also learn as you go. Really, beginners can learn valuable entrepreneurial skills such as marketing, sales, project coordination, and many more while generating income at the same time. This is better than any business degree, and you make money in the same time, and you got a real world business experience. So this is awesome. Okay, that's my story and some results with this method. So I started in 2019. I was working my ass off. I was trying all the different business models like dropshipping, affiliate marketing, network marketing even, and SMMA. So really, I tried it all. And at the end of the day, in 2019 was still making $0 a month, but still working my ass off. And it was a pretty devastating situation. And then few years later, after trying a lot of stupid business models, I finally arrived at drop servicing and then was working 2 hours a day and had freelancers that did the work for me and made 16K in profit per month. So this is pretty awesome. Here is one screenshot that you probably already saw in the video on the About page. But yeah, here's a net profit of 15,500 euros that converts to about 16,500 US dollars. At the moment, you can convert the numbers yourself. Right. So think about that. That is really insane. Everything in your life can improve by just doing this. I went from a broke student to making 4.5K a month by just closing one client. I was totally broke. I was making 0 a month. And that was a pretty devastating situation because I was at uni doing something I didn't really enjoy, preparing for a job where I later on would only make someone else rich and work 60, 70 hours a week. So that was a pretty devastating situation. And I went from that to making 4.5K a month by just closing the first client, which was pretty insane. And then 1 to 2 months later, I closed my second client and I was already making more than my professors at uni. So think about that. That is insane. And also the impact. Through my new financial situation, I was suddenly able to inspire other people by just posting stories of my life on Instagram, and that inspired other people. And they were literally also telling me that this is inspiring to them, just seeing that. I didn't even think that this was possible to inspire other people in such a simple way, but it's true. If you show them a good life, other people feel inspired by it. And that impact is such a big word, but it starts with such small actions as, for example, posting a story that inspires maybe just one person. But this person makes now something different in their life and changes something for the better. And now you had impact. It's that simple. At least it starts that simple, right? Then also freedom. For the first time in my life, I was able to do whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. I could just hop on an airplane and travel to nice places and continue making money from there, right? So you can really learn from my mistakes here, because still when I discovered this business model, I made many mistakes that slowed me down massively. So I can now show you how to get to a similar place, but way faster than I did it. This is my current drop servicing setup. I have an input of 2 hours of work a day, and there I pretty much do some client attraction. We will talk about that in detail, how that works, and also about, and I also do leading the freelancers. So they need a bit of guidance and stuff like that, but we will talk about that in detail, how to lead them, how to become a good leader, even if you right now think that you're not a leader. We'll talk about that. Everyone can learn that. We will get systems in place that will basically take care of the leading for you. So that will be super easy. And yeah, so that's pretty much 2 hours of work a day. And then my output is that I have more cash flow than I need. I live in Dubai right now, in a beautiful place in the Dubai Marina. I was going to say the name of the tower, but that would be stupid. I don't want people showing up at my tower. But I live in a very nice area in the Dubai Marina next to the beach. And I have a powerful network of, powerful people, honest people, and really just successful and very good friends, to be honest. And that is awesome. I've, as I just mentioned, great friends I can travel the world with who are also free, because it sucks if only you are free and then you always have to do trips alone because all your friends are stuck in a matrix. But when you have friends who are on a similar path, then you can really enjoy the spoils of this life together with them. And I have time freedom. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. These 2 hours a day, I can do them whenever I want to. And I have also location freedom. So I can go to beautiful places whenever I want to. And I don't really care about that anymore right now. But I know that if I would have watched this course 5 years ago, I would have cared about this a lot. If you reach a point where you make at least 10K a month with your own business,
you can have all the hot girls. It's so easy. It's the easiest thing in the world, okay? So really, you can stop obsessing about them for now. We'll talk about a little bit about that maybe in the mindset section, and you can ask about that on the Q&A calls as well. But really, you can forget about that as well. You can forget about that right now, because this will be the easiest thing in the world once you reach that level. Right, let's keep on going. This is my current school setup. So that's what you see right now, maybe. So this is the Digital Wealth Lite community. And here you get the Drop Servicing Mastery Classroom Lite, where you get the first week of the Drop Servicing Mastery that you're watching right now. You're watching the first video of this right now. And then also there is the Digital Wealth Mastery, where you get the Drop Servicing Mastery course. And you also get the client attraction, you get scaling, how to scale the business, mindset and health, because this is one of the most important things, getting the you right and your surrounding right. This is one of the most vital things for success ever. All of the information is good and necessary, but that information alone will not help you if you're not the right person to execute, or if you don't have the right people around you. Even if you have a good mindset, but you're surrounded by the wrong people who constantly tear you down without you noticing it, you won't stand a chance of success. And we'll also talk about that. That's in week 2 on really how to get your personality, but also your surrounding right. Then we have mindset. As already mentioned, mindset and health. And then also we have in-person events where we meet up in person in different places in the world, like in Vienna or in Dubai or in London or in Spain. And then we also have in-person masterminds, also in the places I just mentioned, where we come together for 5 to 7 days and really have a mastermind together, learn from each other and really push forward. And this is then for people who reach a certain level within that community. And that community is priced between $98, that's the starting point, to $297 per month. Maybe we'll go even higher, we'll see, but the prices will definitely increase all the time. Right, so far for now. And now let's talk about one thing right here. The result is everything that counts at the end, okay? At the end, everything that counts is your result. And the result is your lifestyle, not the amount of money you make. It's your lifestyle, your life that you live. That's your result. And that's what counts in the end. Okay. And these steps were an absolute life changer in regards to my lifestyle. Okay. So it really completely changed my life forever. And I would never want to go back again. And everything's different. Sometimes I almost feel a little weird thinking about my old life, because it feels like I'm a different person today. And now I realize how much of my precious time I wasted. But yeah, better to figure it out at 19, 22 or 32 than at 80. Okay. So pretty much one of the last very important things here. Who is this for? This is for also really for complete beginners. If you're a complete beginner with no previous business experience, drop servicing is really the perfect first business to start, and you can turn any skill, passion, or expertise into a business. For example, you can do that with video editing, music, dancing, tech, coding, writing, marketing, lead generation, and just to name a few. And we'll cover this in detail in the coming videos, really which niches to choose. And I will also give you a list of 200 services that you can provide to your potential clients in 40 different niches that are really approved by myself, that they work and they give you all the things we talked about, like time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. Okay. So, and this is also for people who are stuck in their current situation. So everyone who's trying their hardest to achieve financial freedom, works 24/7, has no clear path, no mentor or peers around them. This community solves all of this. And also, if you have the feeling that you're getting ahead too slow, so everyone who's putting in the work has some routines in place, has some good peers, but still feels like it hasn't clicked yet in business, and you're barely making any progress, this is also for you. So let's now look at the course curriculum, okay? So this is week 1, That's the drop servicing launch. So we're launching the business and getting everything ready to go in this first week. Okay. So first video is the welcome video. This is this one that you're watching right now, my results and why to follow this path. Second is the drop servicing model explains, really understanding the business model inside out and what really matters in this business. Okay, this is so important to really understand it inside out and understand the fundamentals and all of that. It's really so vital to have a clear picture of this, even though this sounds stupid and simple, but it's so vital. At the end of the day, in life and in business, it's always the simple things that matter. Okay, then video number 3 is mastering the basics, how to build a solid foundation for this business. Video number 4 is finding a niche. So you get, as an example, 200 approved services that work in 40 approved niches where you can provide these services that really are proven to work, and we'll go through how to find the one service that you will deliver with your drop servicing business based on your talents and skills, because it's way easier to choose something where you already have some level of expertise, some level of talent, or where you enjoy doing it. Why? Because it will be then way easier to sell it to these potential clients. You don't have to fulfill the service yourself. You shouldn't even fulfill the service yourself, obviously, but you still should have some level of expertise, talent, or at least interest in that topic, because then it will be way easier to sell that. And if you're thinking right now, oh, I don't have any expertise, that is not true. I will prove to you in the following videos that that is not true. Every one of us has some level of expertise in some field, and it can be very useful to you. But we'll talk about that in detail. Okay. So we're going to find a niche here. Then we're going to go over service selection in video number 5. So that's niche research. So we're going to research the niche that you picked in video number 4. Then we're going to research the freelancers, select a high margin service that is really easy to fulfill and where you have a high profit margin when selling that service. Okay. Then video number 6 is offer creation. So really creating an offer that your potential clients would feel stupid saying no to. Okay, so where it's really easy to sell this offer. And then video number 7 is the plug and play website. So you basically get a plug and play website that you can implement and get your professional looking website where you really look like a professional service provider with your offer. You can get that up and running in 1 hour and look like a professional, where really clients trust you and want to give you $1,000 to $5,000 a month for your service because you look that professional. Okay, it looks like a high ticket service. It looks like a very quality service, and it also will be, because I will show you how you can find freelancers who deliver a very high quality service. At the end of the day, we always want to do something good. We always want to provide value, and we always want to make sure that the service is actually good. And we're going to go through that because it's not that hard. Okay, right. So far for week number 1, the launch, and that is what you get inside Digital Wealth right here in the light version. And then there's week number 2. That's about mindset. One of the most important weeks ever. Why? Because there we will talk about you and your surrounding. And this is actually the most vital part in the equation. If this business will work for you, if you will reach the 10K a month or not. Okay. That's way more important than everything else. So then week number 3 is outreach, how to reach your potential clients, the best ways to contact them, completely automated without high time investment. And they're also all proven to work, and I use them to generate clients. Then week number 4, how to operate. So how your daily operations look like in that drop servicing business to have everything super streamlined. You really have great systems and know what to do when, and really have absolute clarity on your tasks, on how to lead the freelancers, how to make sure everything's going well, the sales machine is going well, the service machine is going well, and how really to break that down in such a simple way that you really just do the 20-80 tasks that the 20% of the tasks that give you 80% of the result. So it's really a lot about working smart in here. Okay. So week number 4 is about how to operate that thing. And then week number 5 is about scaling, how you, once you reach, for example, 10K a month, how you can scale, reach 50, 100K a month, and so on. Or basically just how you scale that thing, okay? Even if you reach 2K a month, how you then scale it to 4K a month, okay? That's all in scaling, okay? Just increasing the revenue you make with that business without increasing your time input, okay? So maybe it will slightly increase. Maybe your time input goes from 1.5 hours to 2 hours, but we're talking about scaling without going from 2 hours to 6 hours, okay? So really increasing the scale, making more profit with that business without increasing your time input massively. And that is what you get in the Digital Wealth Mastery. So there you get the full drop servicing course, and that is pretty much it. The goal is to help millions of people around the world with zero previous business experience to start to run and grow a drop servicing business. And I want to make it an easy and fun experience. I want to gamify this, and you will see in the following videos how we're going to do this, how we're going to gamify this. So for example, one thing is the accountability partner program. That is insane. If you haven't done that yet, right after this video, go to the accountability partner tab in this community and find your accountability partner and set up the monthly call, and then follow the protocol together with your accountability partner. That is also linked in that post there. And that will be a game changer. That will be a game changer. And that's also the first, or already the first thing that makes this way more fun. Okay, so then my vision. I want to see massive new drop servicing businesses being created as a result of this course. And seeing people who have changed their lives by having a business and stop trading their time for money. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to help free more people from the slavery of trading the most valuable asset they have, their time, for money. But I need your help with this, to be honest. I want you in on this vision, and we need an abundance mindset here, okay? So don't think that, oh, but if I tell my friend about this business opportunity, then they might do a similar service as I do, and then I'm out of business. That's a stupid thought, and it's not true. There's an abundance of people you can close for your service, okay? And you need that abundance mindset. So there's enough for everyone. And I want to change millions of people's lives with this information, but I can't do it alone. I need your help with this, okay? So share this course with anyone you can think of right now who would maybe also want to start something like this. And let's start a revolution here. So, freedom. And as I said, let's free people together. The main goal is to help you achieve freedom. So you can do what you want, when you want, and build a business around your passion that you love working on. So you can support yourself and live a good life. You can support your family and your loved ones and become a provider for them. That is one of the best things ever, okay? So it's possible. Trust me, I've done it. I'm not special. It's possible for you, okay? If you're watching this right now, and even if you don't believe in yourself, believe me, if you just take action on these things in this course, you will make it, okay? Maybe it happens not today, maybe not this week, maybe not this month. But if you take action for long enough and you just execute the things in this course, you have a very solid chance of hitting that 10K a month sooner than you can imagine right now, okay? And sorry, we skipped the last point here. And that is, it's possible. So consume the information in here, but really most importantly, implement and take action. So nothing in this life happens without action, okay? It doesn't work. So join the Q&A calls and be eager to learn and just do it, okay? Super important. Just do it. Whenever you face an obstacle, just join the Q&A calls. That is in the premium community, okay? And there really we can overcome any obstacle. The rewards. So share your wins inside the school community to inspire others and get the chance to win free digital wealth mastery access and a one-on-one coaching with myself to take things to the next level for you. Really, if you just share wins in the wins tab of this community, you have the chance to win a digital wealth mastery access and a one-on-one coaching call with myself where we really go over everything in your situation and your business right now and take things to the next level. And you literally can ask me anything on that call. Right, the rewards. There's one winner per month, and he will be added to the Hall of Fame and get 1 year free access to digital wealth mastery. And I will also personally coach you on a one-on-one call and map out your plan with you and solve bottlenecks to take it to the next level. So first there's the wins, and we will randomly choose people every month, and then also the rewards. If you're on number one of the leaderboard, every month we'll choose the number one of this month, and you will be added to the Hall of Fame and get free access to digital wealth mastery for a year, and you get one-on-one coaching call with myself guaranteed if you just hit the number one on the leaderboard in 1 month. Okay, pretty cool. So some important things to remember before we end this video. At the end, it's all up to you. I can give you the best information in the world, but if you don't act upon it, it was for nothing. So please do me a favor and act upon it. Thank you. Simple. It's simple, not easy. Embrace the resistance and remember that an airplane uses 70% of its fuel when taking off. And that's really true. So when you ask yourself, why this is so hard, then it's because taking off from the ground is the hardest part. Once you are at a certain level, it's super easy. But taking off from the ground is the hardest part. And that's why it's hard in the beginning. Quality posts, super important. Make sure to only post quality within this community, so well-written posts inside the community, and really low-quality posts get deleted. Okay, so make sure they're good. How to get help and support. So at first, here within school, you have the course and you have the community where you can ask questions, okay? That's what you already have here in Digital Wealth. And some important things here, community rules. There are no promotions or job postings allowed. Don't advertise products or services within the community, not in public, not in the DMs. Even indirect ways are forbidden. This will get you permanently banned without any warning, okay? So we deeply value this community, and I really urge you to value this community as well, because otherwise you're just gonna get banned without any prior warning, okay? Right. Then also the second way are the Q&A calls. This is probably the most valuable thing in here, where you really can ask experts on this, anything. Also, I do weekly Q&A calls where you can ask anything. We can solve any bottleneck, solve any problem that you're facing right now, really give you some clarity on your path, on your next steps to really take that drop servicing business to 10K a month ASAP, okay? Right, summary of this video. Understand the power of the drop servicing business model. This is an absolute solid and very strong and very high margin business model that where you can really start making money with it relatively fast, okay? This is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you just do good and honest work and you set everything up properly, then you could start making money with this pretty fast, as I did, okay? So that works. And the second thing is take massive action. The time to take action on this is now. It is no coincidence that you are right here, right now. This is your opportunity to become free and create the life of your dreams. Take advantage of that opportunity. Last thing, you can leave a testimonial at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold. That's just my name. And if you do that, you can win special prizes every month. So for everyone who leaves a testimonial, you can, for example, win a one-on-one call with me, or you can win access to an in-person event. So very cool stuff by just leaving a 1 to 2 minute testimonial video, which is super easy. It's just you go there and you can record right on your laptop, and it's really super easy. To end this first video, a quote by Dale Carnegie. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. I'm going to leave you with this quote. Again, very welcome to this course. Very welcome to the digital wealth community. I have goosebumps right now because this is going to change a lot of people's lives. So I'll see you in the next video. See you soon. And one last thing, if you're watching this right now, you're on the right path. So keep going.
All right, guys, very welcome to video number 2. This is about the drop servicing model. We cannot win a game where we don't fully understand the rules. So we really are going to look at the drop servicing model from a bird's eye view and really get a deep and profound understanding of that model. This is super important. This is not a video to skip because you think, I already know how drop servicing works. No, the foundation is the most important part of this whole equation, okay? So if we just get the foundation right and really understand what we need to do, this will be way easier later on. But if we don't really fully understood this model, it will be super hard later on. This is why this video is very important. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. The drop servicing model. Here's what we're going to cover. At first, understanding drop servicing, and then a bird's eye view on drop servicing, what we need to master. And yeah, some very important things. YouTube and Instagram, you can find me there. Follow me there for exclusive content. My handle is Felix Ehold. And as mentioned, there are also important updates regarding this course and community, and also in-person masterminds and events will be announced on there. So follow me there. Also, share the course, okay? Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. So share this course with anyone you can think of who is on the same journey or on a similar journey as you are right now, okay? And a slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. So watch the entire video, don't skip and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time. So understanding drop servicing, okay? By definition, drop servicing is a business model where you act as a middleman, outsourcing services to third-party providers and selling them to clients at a higher price, with you pocketing the difference. No worries, we'll look at how it really works from a bird's eye view in a drawing in a second. But for now, the key principles are: you find clients who need a service, you outsource that service to a third-party provider, and you sell the service to your client, earning a profit without actually performing the service yourself. And we're gonna really go into detail, step by step, click by click, on how to do every single one of those things in the upcoming videos and weeks. And now is really the time for us to first get a good understanding of this, okay? You don't have to act right away. First, we need to understand this. Okay, now let's get the bird's eye view on this business model. So there's you who is starting to make money, right? Then there's a client or a potential client, and then there's a freelancer. So these are the three parties in this equation, in this business model, okay? That's the whole thing. We don't need anything else, okay? There's you, there's the client, and there's the freelancer. That's it, okay? So at first, you go to the client, and what you do there is client acquisition. So you acquire a client, so they pay you money. And we'll also look at how the cash flows in that cycle in a second, okay? So you acquire a client, then what you do is you find the freelancer after you acquire the client, okay? And then what happens next is the freelancer provides the service to the client. And what also happens is the freelancer also takes care of the communication with the client. Okay, super important. So that's how this works. And this is how simple this business model actually is. Okay, you acquire a client, you then hire a freelancer. Freelancer provides the service to the client, and freelancer also takes care of the communication. All you do is a little bit of project management and a little bit of communication with the freelancer and maybe also the client, but we'll talk about that in detail, how that works from really also an eagle's perspective later on, and how to really manage effectively with very little time input from your own side, and how to have systems to manage these people and the clients for you. So now let's look at the cash flow inside of this business model. Okay, so again, we have you, we have the client, and we have the freelancer. And by the way, if you have any questions or you don't understand any of these things, please always just ask, okay? You can just ask in the questions section of the community, okay? If you go on the community tab on school, there is a section that says question with a red question mark. Click on there, ask whatever question you want to ask, okay? We're happy to help you. Okay, so really, if you didn't fully understand that system, ask a question and we'll help you. We'll record a Loom for you. We'll shoot you a text message, whatever. We'll help you to understand everything. Okay, let's keep on going. So now this is about the cash flow in that system. Okay, so again, we have you, client, and freelancer. So what happens first, once you close a client, the client pays you money. Okay, and only once you have received the money, then you pay the freelancer. For example, here you can see in terms of the dollar signs, you, for example, get 5K and then you pay the freelancer 2K, but it will already be a lot for a freelancer, okay? But that's one example, okay? But the point here is that you get money from the client and you get a big amount of money and you only pay a fraction of that money to the freelancer and you profit the difference, okay? And yeah, so much for that. We will talk about some specific examples of this in a second. And this is basically how the cash flows. Super important. You get the money first from the client and then you pay the freelancer. You never pay upfront cash to anyone, okay? And that is the beauty of this business model, okay? You don't have to front any cash. Okay, you get paid first by the client and then you pay the freelancer. Let's keep on going. The key components of drop servicing. There are some key components, obviously, and these are first the freelancer, the individual or company that provides the actual service to your clients. Then the drop servicer, this is you, the middleman who connects the clients with the service providers and manages the process. And then the client, the person or business that purchases the service from you. Okay, it's as simple as that. 3 key components of that business. And here, what we need to master in this business model, and this is important, and we'll talk about all of these points in very detail later on in the later videos and later weeks. But for now, we need to I just really want to plant that idea into your head because it's really important to understand it first and have some. Just grasp the idea first before we execute this, okay? So what do we need to master? And first, we need to identify a market with a painful problem to solve, okay? So these are usually businesses that we help with the services that we provide through our freelancers, and they need a painful problem to solve, okay? For example, they don't have enough employees. That is a painful problem for them. And we can come up with a solution by having a recruitment system and the freelancer does the recruitment for us. Okay. So at first we need to do proper research and we'll go together through that journey on how to identify markets with pressing problems or unmet needs that you can address with your drop servicing business. Okay. And then we need to validate these markets. So we need to ensure that there's demand for the services that you plan to offer by conducting market research and validating your business idea. Again, we'll go through the process together. We're really going to do research together, validate these markets, okay, based on demand, based on the expected
net profit margin you have on the service. There's a calculator in the later weeks for you on how to calculate your profit margin on the service for the different niches and services that you can offer. So we'll go through all of these together. Then having an irresistible offer. That's basically an offer that is so good that your potential customers would feel stupid saying no to it. Because if you have that, you don't have to be a master at sales, which is very hard and takes a lot of reps and a lot of time. And it takes years to really master the skill of sales and persuasion. But it's actually not that valuable to be able to persuade people to buy something that they don't need. You rather want to be someone who has a service that they actually need, and you just make an offer that is so good that you don't need to persuade them. Okay, the product itself, the offer itself, it persuades the client. Okay, so, and also it's way less headache. Trust me, it's a headache. It's really a headache to try to persuade people. But if you just have an offer and people come to you and want to buy from you because your offer is so good, that's a good business. So that's what we're going to work on. And then client attraction. So how to really have systems in place that constantly get us new customers. Okay. Right. So far, so good. And then the last thing that we need to master is hiring. So really finding good and trustworthy freelancers. Okay. Also, hiring sounds like a big word. It's super easy. I'm going to walk you step by step through the process. This will be also a copy-paste process that you can use on how to really find good freelancers, how to vet them, how to give them a good offer, and really, how to, out of all the supply of freelancers you can find out there, how to find the best ones for you that are working really at a good price and that you can trust. And these are just really freelancers you can work with long-term, who provide good services to the clients and where you don't have any headaches because things are going wrong. So this is really a part of the business that is very vital and underestimated by many, because people think, oh, I cashed in the money already. Nice. Let's just find some freelancer from Fiverr to do the service and I'm out of this. That's not how it works. You need to find someone who's really good at what he does. And that's not too hard if you know how. And this is why I'm going to give you the specific knowledge on how to do this in the upcoming videos. Because if you do that, then it's really easy. And then you really don't have to invest a lot of time, but really very little time. But as I said, if you don't know how to do that, it will be a nightmare. Everything will go wrong. And that business can really end up as a nightmare if you find the wrong people to fulfill the service. Okay, this is one of the most vital parts of this business. And here are some examples to really make clear what I just explained. So this is example number 1. And keep in mind, this is not a good one. This is a mediocre example. It's okay. You could do it like that, but I will definitely not recommend to do it like this person in example number 1, and I will explain in a second. So this is John, and John starts a drop servicing business where he offers website design services. So he basically builds websites for his clients, okay? So he finds clients who need websites, and then he hires freelancers to design the websites for him, okay? Nice, he does drop servicing. So John charges his clients $1,500 per website, and he pays his freelancer $550 per website. Both are realistic numbers, okay? So now John is earning a profit of $950 per website without doing the work himself. He can now sell 10 websites a month with an automated client acquisition system, and now he makes roughly $10K a month. He makes $9,500 in profit a month, which is not too bad. Okay, but why is this not really a good example, but just a mediocre example? Because yes, John is making money, but after he served his 10 clients with the websites in month 1, if he doesn't close any new clients in month 2, he might make 0. And that is not cool, because John's cash flow is constantly depending on his ability to close new clients. And for example, if he is closing the new clients, then it means that he must constantly be working and constantly be closing new clients to also make money the next month. If he doesn't do that for a month, if he takes a break and goes to Thailand for a month or whatever John has in mind, then he might make 0 next month.
which is not cool, okay? Because his clients only pay him one time, okay? It's one-time payment. And that is the route that you could go down, but I'd not recommend it. I actually absolutely recommend route number 2 for you. Example number 2, this is actually myself, what I do. This is good. That's what you should do. So Felix, me, has a drop servicing business where he offers Facebook advertising services to e-commerce clients. Something that they need constantly, okay? It's not just that you set up ads once and then they run forever. It's not how it works. You need to really do maintenance work on these ads daily, okay? So this is a constant service. This is ongoing, okay? And that's why it's good, because he now finds clients who need better ads, then hires freelancers to run the ads for him, okay? Same process as John. But now Felix charges his clients $2,000 per month. It's monthly reoccurring, okay? Plus 10% of the return on ad spend that he generates for the clients. And that roughly comes up to $5,000 all in all, okay? It's never on the dot because it's always a percentage of the revenue. So it's always some weird numbers like $4,876.20, okay? But let's say it's roughly $5,000 on average. It's also the case. And then he pays his freelancers $700 per month per client. So he's earning a profit of $4,300 per client per month without doing the work himself. And to keep it super real, besides from doing some project management, very little communication and an analysis if something is not going well with a client, then I do an analysis and analyze the situation and find out what we can do better, how we can improve super fast to get things back on track as fast as possible. Okay, so, but I will show you how to do these things in the upcoming weeks. No worries, you're fully covered with the information that you get in here. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much, or you get all the information to at least be able or have the same outset that I had and I needed to make this amount of cash flow that I currently make, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it works. That is my example. And it leads to earning a profit of $4,300 per client per month, which is very good because it's reoccurring. So even if I don't close any clients for months, it doesn't matter in terms of the cash flow because the cash flow is reoccurring. It comes back every month. Okay, so that's the big difference. If John goes to Thailand for a month, he might make $0 next month, which is not cool. If Felix goes to Thailand for a month, he has the reoccurring retainers. Okay, still makes money. And that is cool. Okay, so let's sum up this video. At first, we got the bird's eye view on the business by really visualizing it. And then we talked about the things that we need to master. So we need to master the market research, irresistible offer, client attraction, and hiring. Yes, these are things that will also really give you valuable skills for your future. It really makes sense to invest in these skills right now because yes, it is work, but if you just follow these steps and you have success with these skills, then that situation is so good. Like imagine like making 10 grand a month with so little work, with few hours of work a day. That situation, that's really a top 1% life. That is very good. So by asking for that, you're by definition, or at least in relation to 99% of people on the planet, you're asking for a lot, but it's absolutely possible if you just focus on doing these things right. So it's absolutely worth it to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort to learn these things, master these things, because once you get going, once this business starts running profitably, then you're in a very good situation. And it's really worth it to pay a high price for this. And this price isn't even too high because these are skills that will serve you for the rest of your life. But it makes so much sense to really go in upfront investment in terms of your time and your energy and become good at these skills. Because what you will get out of it at the end is just so great that it's so worth it, okay? And by the way, keep in mind,
in life, it's always like that. You first have to show something. You have to show some time invest and energy invest. And in this business, not even money invest, just time and energy invest. So then you can, a few months later, see your returns. That's just how life works, okay? And you can accomplish so much with these inputs. It's just insane, okay? Right, then we looked at some examples and why recurring revenue is way better than one-time payments. Okay, so leave a testimonial at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold. So you can really win special prizes by leaving that testimonial, like one-on-one coaching calls with myself. And a quote to end this video: to know and not to do is not to know. That's a Chinese proverb, and that means if you know something, but you don't act upon it, then it's the same thing as if you wouldn't know it. Knowledge without acting upon it is worth nothing. So at the end of the day, if you just sit here and watch these videos and then do nothing about it, it won't help you anything. Okay? And soon, with the next videos, we're already going into the phase where your execution begins. And this is where we will start to see who's really serious about this and who will be able to have success with this and who not. Right? So remember, if you're watching this, you are on the right path. Keep going. Don't stop. I'll see you in the next video.
All right, very welcome to video number 3, mastering the basics. Yes, because mastering the basics is all we need to get to a level of, for example, 10K a month. It's not more, it's just the basics. And bear in mind, this is the last video for you before you start to actually execute on things. Okay, in the next video, there are already action steps and your execution begins. So this is the last video where we talk about the basics, what the basics are and how we master them. So without any further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, master the basics. Here's what we're going to cover. At first, the mindset. Basics come first and forget all the complicated stuff for now. Okay, I don't say basics first, complicated stuff second. Basics first and forget all the complicated stuff. Then basic number 1 is finding a high margin service. Basic number 2 we're mastering is finding good people to fulfill it. And basic number 3 is selling it. And again, these are all things we'll cover in detail, step by step, click by click in the upcoming videos. But now I'm gonna give you an overview and really already want to give you some upfront knowledge on these things, so you always have them in mind while developing this business. Okay, so YouTube and Instagram, you can follow me there for exclusive content. As I mentioned, there are updates regarding this course and very important stuff, and also in-person masterminds get announced there. My handle is Felix-Ehold. Follow me now if you haven't already, and share the course with anyone you can think of that could also need this course. So let's start a revolution and change people's lives. Together, I need your help here. So, slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course, so watch the entire video till the end, don't skip and don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in double speed. Okay, so mindset. Basics first, forget all the complicated stuff, okay? We need to keep this simple. One of the main reasons, and this is why I'm making a video about this, okay? Because one of the main reasons why people fail is because they overcomplicate it in the beginning when it's not complicated at all, okay? This is one of the main reasons why I see people with potential fail or waste years, because they overcomplicate stuff and overthink things 10,000 times, okay? And the point of this video is that we focus on the basics and we just do these basics that we're going to talk about now and nothing else. We don't overcomplicate it, okay? We don't obsess about making a logo, making our website and all. You get a plug and play for the website, okay? At the end of this week, and this will be awesome. But we don't obsess with these things because they don't matter. We just obsess with the very basics. Okay, so start simple.
Focus on mastering the basics before thinking about any complicated strategies or techniques or anything that comes to your mind that you can use for your business or any path you could walk down with that business. Just let's stick to the basics we're going to cover, okay, in a second. Then build a strong foundation, okay? Lay a solid foundation by understanding and implementing the fundamental principles of drop servicing, okay? There are some fundamentals. We're going to cover them in a second, and that's all you need in the beginning, okay? Being good at the fundamentals, it's so much better than having some new marketing strategy or whatever. It's nonsense. Like, just having the fundamentals right will get you the furthest, okay? Then, this is invisible to others, okay? The foundation. Really understanding these things that we talk about in this video. This is invisible to others. And this will not drop money on your bank account right now, obviously, right? But still, this is what others can see, but what takes time without showing immediate results. But the foundation is what determines how high you can build a skyscraper. And this is super important. Yes, I know that you want to start right now with the action steps and all of that stuff, and we're gonna already get into it in the next video. But the foundation is what determines how high you can build your skyscraper. So let's take a minute and really understand these things, okay? Basic number one is finding a high margin service. So, high margin service basically just means that you find a service that you can sell for a way higher price than you pay your freelancer. Okay? Low margin services, you sell something for $100 and you pay your freelancer $70. Okay? That's a low margin service. You get 100, but you have to pay 70 to your freelancer. You can only keep 30. Low margin. High margin services, when you get 5,000 for a service and you pay your freelancer 500. That is a high margin service. Now you netted $4,500 in profit. That's good. Okay? So that's a very high margin. So in order to do that, we need to do some market research, need to do a profound research to identify services with high profit margins and low competition. So we're going to do that together at an example in the following videos, and you will also get the calculator for that, okay? Then we need to evaluate the demand, okay? So you really need to find out in the market. You can do that by ChatGPT, by Googling, how the market demand is to ensure that there is a need for the service you plan to offer, but also not too much competition. Okay, you want some competition, but not too much. And you can find that out by just asking ChatGPT, hey, ChatGPT, I picked this service to help this niche. Is there a lot of competition with this service already in my area where I want to sell the service in? Okay. Or yeah, so that's the first thing you can do. Then you can Google, you can look for service providers and evaluate demand and supply. Okay. Then niche markets. We will explore niche markets where you can really provide specialized services with higher margin, because the more specialized you are, the more you can charge. Okay. Relatively, if you just offer marketing services, this is very broad and you will not be able to charge much most of the times, okay? The companies that charge much with these kind of services are big companies that are in business for a very long time. If you, as a newbie, are just starting out, you will need a very niche offer where you can charge a lot for it, okay? So that is basically what we're looking for. And again, we're going to walk step by step through that process. Then you need to calculate the profitability, so determine the potential profitability of each service by considering factors such as pricing, overhead costs, and potential client demand. We'll also do that with the client profit calculator, and then also factor in your own skills and knowledge to start making money faster. This is what I already mentioned, okay? We will find a service also based on your skills and knowledge that you already have. Not because you should fulfill the service with your skills, but because it will be way easier to sell it, and will also be easier for you to understand the market where you sell it and create a better offer, okay? So we'll we'll start with a service where you already have a skill, okay? That will be one of the most important things. And in the next video, we'll go through a worksheet where you really write these things down and we will find out which service makes sense for you based on your skills and knowledge, okay? But this is super important to start with something that you already understand, okay? And trust me, there is some skill or some knowledge that you have on a topic where you can help businesses. Basic number 2, finding good people to fulfill it, okay? So, of course, we need some good people. So at first, we need to vet the freelancers, okay? We need to find out which ones are good and which ones are not. So we can work with the good ones and forget the ones that are not good, okay? So you need to find reliable and skilled freelancers to fulfill the services. And that's the first thing, okay? Again, you will get a copy-paste process on how to do that, but this is super important. Then communication, we need to find out how to communicate effectively with these freelancers and also teach them how they communicate with the client with automated onboarding that we just create once for the freelancers, and then the freelancers, every new freelancer that comes in learns that. Super cool. You don't have to hop on hour-long Zoom calls with freelancers. You just put them through an onboarding once, okay? Right, so that's super important. Then building relationships, cultivating strong relationships with the freelancers to ensure smooth project execution and client satisfaction. Super important, okay? So really build a relationship with these freelancers. We will put systems into place on how to do this. But again, I want to give you this info up front so you already have it in mind, okay? You need to build a relationship with the freelancer. Right, then feedback and improvement. So you need to really provide constructive feedback to the freelancers to help them improve and grow. So you really provide them with value because you understand the market and you now give them feedback on their service. So you help them to improve. Okay. And that's great for them. And ultimately, it's also benefiting your drop servicing business because they then deliver a better service to your clients. So really always give them feedback and help them to improve. Super important. Okay. Then basic number 3 is selling it. It's already the last one of this short video. So effective sales strategies, that's what we need to sell our service. Super simple. We need to find the strategy that suits you. And then you need to go all in on that strategy to have absolute clarity regarding your daily tasks. Okay, that will be super important because this is where many fail. Okay, many have 1,000 ideas on what to do and how to sell the service, and then they get overwhelmed. They try something, doesn't work on day one, and they try something different, and they try something different again. And at the end, nothing works because they never really went all in on one thing. And that is the problem, okay? That strategy doesn't work. Just really spreading yourself thin and trying everything. That's stupid, okay? That won't work. That will only cost you a lot of time. So what we need to do instead is we need to really find out, based on who you are, what skills you have, and based on your personality type, which outreach method suits you best, and then really nail it down to one outreach method and one stack of daily tasks you need to do to close your first client, and then stick to these daily tasks for a specific period of time. Okay, so we have absolute clarity on the daily tasks, and where we have knowledge that these daily tasks, if you do them right after a specific amount of time, will yield you your results. As long as you have a good enough offer, but we will talk about all of these things. Okay, right. Then there is the no-brainer offer, and that will help us a lot because instead of spending ages in learning the high art of convincing people to buy something that they don't need, we create an offer that is so good that it sells itself. We already talked about that in the last video. So honest help is our route that we take instead of persuasion and persuading people that they should buy something that they don't need, which is stupid. Okay, many people make money with that, but you shouldn't go down that route. Okay, because I believe in karma. And you should never sell something to someone that they don't really need. You really want to help someone or a business to the best of your abilities with what you do here, okay? Then client retention. That is maximizing the lifespan of a client because we have monthly recurring clients. So we want to maximize the number of months or years that they stay with us and pay us our monthly retainers.
to maximize the cash flow out of every single close, because closing clients takes time and effort. And if one client stays longer, that means that the close was worth more money. So it made more sense to close that client, and our time and effort was worth more. Okay, it really paid off better. We have better ROI on each close if we keep clients longer. That's a big game. And client retention, the ROI of client retention is higher than the ROI of client acquisition. Okay, client acquisition is more expensive in terms of money, time, and energy. And yes, you can obviously acquire clients without money investment, but you at least need to invest time and energy. So it's always expensive in a sense, but client retention is way cheaper. Your ROI, your return on your time or money or energy is way higher in client retention, in keeping clients longer. Okay, so summary of this video. It's all about the foundation. This is hard, but building a strong foundation will make everything that comes so much easier. Taking the easy route now and skipping these foundation steps will make everything that comes later so much harder. So then finding a great service and good people to fulfill it, so you save yourself time and headaches. And then selling it by having a no-brainer offer that sells itself. Okay, again, leave a testimonial if you like the stuff right here at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold, and you can win special prizes like one-on-one coaching calls and access to masterminds. Right, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. That's a quote by Abraham Lincoln, and this is what we're doing right here. It seems like we're not getting ahead, but we are sharpening the axe, because now we'll be way faster with everything that is to follow. Next video is the first video where we start to execute. I hope you are as hyped as I am for this. This is one of the greatest opportunity ever for upcoming entrepreneurs to really have a lean and strong business that provides value to clients and provides you with a healthy cash flow if you follow these steps and do the right things explained in these videos. So I'm hyped for the next video. I hope you too. I'll catch you there. See you soon. And don't forget one thing. If you're watching this right now, that you are on the right path. Keep going.
All right, guys, very welcome to this video about selecting your niche. Without any further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, finding a niche. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. A fundamental business principle. If I would have understood this from the get-go when I was starting my first business, it would have saved me so much time. And I'm going to just give it to you in this video because this is so important when starting. And then we're going to walk through the niche selection worksheet together, where we are going to select your perfect niche for drop servicing. And a little clue right away, there is no perfect niche. But we'll walk through that worksheet and find a very, very good option for your case. Okay. Then the customer avatar worksheet and a list of 200 possible services that you could deliver to 40 different possible niches that all work. Okay. Right. So YouTube and Instagram, and all, as always, follow me there for exclusive content. Felix-Ehold, that's my handle there. Share the course with anyone you can think of right now that could need it. Let's start the revolution and change people's lives together and get them out of the matrix. Right, slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course, as I'm going to say this for every video, because it just increases your attention. And so, yeah, don't skip around, watch the entire video and don't fast forward. Right, pro tip, watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time. The fundamental business principle I talked about is understanding your customers. This is the most important thing. Okay, the one who understands their customers the best makes the most money in a market. Okay, the one who makes the most money in a market is not the one with the best service, not the one who has the best sales team or the fanciest marketing or whatever.
it's the one who understands his customers the best. Okay, that is the most important thing ever. Okay, so understanding your customers' challenges, what they're facing, their pain points, their goals, their aspirations is key to building a successful drop servicing business. Okay, and this is why we're going to go through this worksheet in a second. Okay, by knowing your customers inside out, you can position your services and attract clients easier. Okay, this is work, I know, and this is work where you don't see results right now, but you will see them massively later on. So if you skip this now, it will be hard later. But if you do this now, it will be way easier later on. So choose wisely. The niche selection worksheet. Let's walk through this worksheet right here together, okay? So you can access this worksheet by clicking the link below the video. There's a link to the worksheet, and you should click the link now and we'll walk through the worksheet together, okay? So if you click on the link, this here opens up and you click make a copy. And there you have your worksheet, okay? So finding your niche. Step number 1, we start with your skills, okay? So you write down what skills you currently possess. And this can be literally anything. If it's graphic design, copywriting, social media management, being able to post on social media, web development, whatever, okay? Write all of your skills that you have down, okay? Probably they have something to do what you currently do in your day-to-day life, okay? Go through that. What are you good at? On which things do other people compliment you because you're good at them, okay? Write these things down. Then what fields do you have knowledge or experience in, okay? Same thing, marketing, technology, health and wellness, finance, tennis, okay? And here's the thing, this has not been in exact correlation to the service. Because, for example, you could write down, I have a lot of experience in tennis. I know a lot about tennis clubs and tennis trainers. And that could be great because even though you maybe not have that much clue about any remote service, like building a website, doing marketing or whatever, even in that worst case scenario, that is not that bad and it will be solved, right? You should have some profound knowledge in another area, for example, tennis. And then you can still do client attraction for tennis trainers online and setting up ads for them, okay? Or setting up websites for tennis trainers, whatever. At least for one part of that service-based business, you have knowledge about it, okay? So you at least understand your target customers very well already, okay? So that's also very important. All right, then what topics do you enjoy learning about or working with, okay? For example, do you enjoy fitness? Do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy fashion? What do you enjoy? Just write it down, okay? Super important. Then step number 2, brainstorm your potential niches, okay? Here we will go into the heavy research part in the next video. But here, for now, you should just brainstorm your, based on these things here, your niches, okay? Just brainstorm 5 niches, okay? Just write down the niche here, okay? This niche can be, for example, as I just mentioned, websites for tennis trainers. It can be, or basically the niche is tennis trainers, okay? And the actual word is coaches. So then it can be gyms. Gyms is a niche. Then what's also a niche? E-commerce stores is a niche. Okay? It's actually a type of business, but still it counts as a niche, okay? Then write 5 of them down and write them down based on your skills, your knowledge, and what you enjoy, okay? Then choose a niche. Out of these 5, probably one, if you look at this list of 5 niches, then probably one will jump out at you, okay? And go with that one, okay? Where you really have some profound knowledge in, or a skill, or you really enjoy doing it, okay?
So, and of course, for all of these niches, write down skills and knowledge that you have within this niche, okay, and your interests, okay? Write that down, okay? So far, so good. For example, I can now write down here, I have knowledge about how to work out in a gym, why people go to the gym, how to sell them a subscription, and so on. Okay, so write that down. Interest is just working out, getting in shape. Okay, I'll just write these things down. Okay, do this for every of these 5. And then step number 3, choose your niche. Okay, just one of these 5, choose it. Super important. Don't be too perfectionistic with this. Okay, if you really have doubts about this, come on the weekly calls and ask your question if your niche makes sense. Okay, ask and we will help you and give you a solid answer. Okay, but for now, just choose one and continue with this, because movement is more important than perfection. Okay, there is no perfect niche. Okay, every niche has some upsides and downsides. It's just important that we keep moving. Okay, right. Then write down why you chose this niche. And then next steps. Okay, research your chosen niche to identify. So start with the research on your own, and we'll go through the research method in the next video, but already start on your own with some research on that niche. Identify potential target clients with your niche. Start planning your job serving business based on your chosen niche. Okay, just make some notes for yourself based on a niche, based on your current knowledge. Okay, this will be important later on. Right, so far so good. This is the niche selection worksheet. Now let's continue. Now the customer avatar worksheet. Okay, so this is the second one. Let's also walk through it together. So after you identified your niche, there's a customer avatar. Customer avatar is basically just your dream client that you want to serve with your service. Okay, all right, or then better said, the freelancers will serve for you. So this is pretty simple and straightforward. I will not walk through every single of these things with you, because this is pretty straightforward and you need to do this on your own. Okay, I can't do this for you. This is not possible. You need to do this on your own. You need to put in the work here to achieve the results later on. As I mentioned, this is the foundation that needs to be done to build a high skyscraper that anyone or everyone will see later on. Not right now. Right now, no one can see anything. We just see that we are building the foundation. And this is super important. Okay, so just start with your ideal customer. Okay, and just based on what you learned in your research in the last step, fill this out. Okay, and you don't have the answers to all of these. Okay, and you can ask ChatGPT. Okay, this is my niche. What age could my dream customer be? Okay, and ask these questions to ChatGPT, and this will give you some solid answers. Then write down their hobbies, their interests. The more you know about the niche, the more of these answers you can find on your own. And the less you know, the more you should ask ChatGPT. Okay? So what do you do in the free time? Really try to understand these people. What are their challenges and pain points? Okay? Try to understand that as good as possible. What are their goals and aspirations? Their preferred communication channels. If you are not sure about any of these answers, just ask ChatGPT. And even if you ask ChatGPT for every of these questions, okay, then just do it and just write down the answers. But this is super important, trust me, to understand these things. And if you ask ChatGPT, thoroughly read the answers. This is not a test that you will present to a teacher. No one will correct this. This is for you. So really go through this as good as you can. Then here, you paste in some of the things you already gathered up there and really create that persona here. Then how to use your customer avatar here. You just write down on your own, how can you tailor your job servicing services to meet the needs of this avatar that you just created. What specific services can you offer to address their challenges and pain points? So we're already going a little bit into service selection. That's the next video, but already like write down some answers on that, okay, that you find right now. This will help you later on. And how can you reach and connect with your customer avatar effectively? Okay, write that down as well. And there are any additional notes that you have when doing this, okay? Anything that comes to your mind, just note it down there. Right, so far for the customer avatar worksheet. And now there's a list of 200 possible services that all work, okay? This is super simple. This is just a list. If you have no ideas, which I can't imagine, but this is a list of services that work in niches that work, okay? There are 40 niches and 5 services per niche, so that makes 200 drop serving services all in all, okay? So there's e-commerce store optimization, social media management, e-commerce store optimization. What can you do? You can do product description writing, SEO optimization, website speed optimization, conversion rate optimization, product image editing. So these are all things. This is a business, okay? Product description writing, this is a business on its own, okay? These are all businesses on its own that can be built, okay? Go through this list to get some inspiration, okay? Right, I think there's massive amounts of value in that list. Don't underestimate that. Read through that list and get some inspiration there, okay? Right, summary. Super important, fundamental business principle. It's all about understanding your clients. This is one of the most important things ever. We went through the niche selection worksheet and we went through the customer avatar worksheet. And even though you now have seen the niches that are possible, don't overthink it, okay? Don't overthink it. Yes, there are many possible services that you can offer in many possible niches, but don't overthink it, okay? Pick one for now as good as you can. If you're really unsure about it, then come on the next weekly call and ask about it, okay? Your action step for today's video is complete the niche selection worksheet and the customer avatar worksheet before moving on to the next stage of your drop servicing journey. As always, if you liked that video, leave a testimonial at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold. You can also inspire other people to join this thing and change their lives, and you can win special prizes like one-on-one calls. Quote for this video: the road to success is started with many tempting parking spaces, but don't stop. Trust me, don't stop. It may be tempting sometimes to stop or do something else or try something else. Don't stop. You have momentum right now. Keep that momentum up. Keep going. All right. So if you're watching this right now, then you are on the right path. Keep going. Thank you.
All right, guys, very welcome to today's video on service selection. So in the last video, we together went through the process of finding your niche where you can provide services to clients, so to pay you monthly retainers. And within this niche that you picked, and keep in mind this niche that you picked so far, you should have picked one until now. This does not have to be perfect. Just of all the niches you brainstormed in the last video in your worksheet, just pick one, pick the best one in your opinion, and just roll with it, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect right now. And as I mentioned in the last video, if you're very unsure, just hop on the weekly calls in the premium community and ask your question there about your niche if it makes sense, and it will give you feedback. All right, so, and what you can, by the way, also do is you can talk with your accountability partner about that. If you don't have an accountability partner yet, I really highly recommend doing that. So you can head over in the community to the accountability partners tab and find yours there. And so far, so good. So you should have picked your niche by now. And we will now find the service that you can deliver to your audience within that niche right now. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So service selection. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. Again, we're going to talk about some very important business principles for business in general, and especially for this drop servicing business. And then we're going to talk about the profit calculator, how you can easily calculate your profit, how many clients you need to reach your goal, and have just the numbers in a very simple and super quick overview. Okay. Then the service selection worksheet. So we're going to go through a worksheet together where we are going to select the service based on your skills, your expertise, but also some research within these niches. And I'm going to walk through this process together with you. Okay. So as always, YouTube and Instagram, follow me there for exclusive content, also for some inspiration and vlogs that I post occasionally on there. So you can get some inspo for maybe your dream lifestyle as well. So my handle is Felix Ehold. You can just follow me there and get exclusive content and exclusive updates also regarding masterminds and in-person meetups that sometimes happen spontaneously. Right, share the course. Let's start a revolution here and let's change people's lives together. Let's help them escape the matrix. Slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. So watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. And a pro tip, watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time. Business principles. So, and by the way, watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time. But even if you watch it in 0.5x speed, you massively save yourself time by just watching these videos. Because not watching these videos and, for example, instead working a normal job where you make, I don't know, $3,000 a month for 60 hours a week and trade years of your life for a little salary, that is really wasting a lot of time. So no matter how long this takes you, it will save you so much time once it works, right? It will save you so much time. Okay. Right. So business principles. Moving forward is more important than perfection. Right now, you will not be sure of your niche that you have chosen in the last video, probably, if you're like me. But let me tell you, you will never have the feeling that this is perfect and you should just go roll with it. If you have that feeling, nice, good for you. But if not, it also doesn't matter. So if you don't have that feeling, it also doesn't matter, okay? You don't have to feel like this is perfect now. It's way more important to just move forward, okay? Keep moving even though things are not perfect. The way reveals itself only when you start walking it. That is one secret of this universe. Okay, the way reveals itself to you once you start walking it. So just make the first step. You maybe don't see the whole way, but you see the next step. Just take the next step. And also one very important business principle, super important for this video. No competition is not good. You want some competition in your niche, but not a red ocean. Red ocean means that there is a lot of competition and all the potential clients have already gotten 10 cold calls a day for years and the market is fully oversaturated. You don't want that. But you also don't want zero competition. You want something in between. You want a little competition that is doing well. Right. Profit calculator. Let's walk through that real quick so you can just easily calculate your profit. So if you click the link down below the video, it takes you here. You click on make copy and then you have your profit calculator, and we will need this one in a second. So we will then research and also ask ChatGPT what the estimated monthly retainer for the service is, okay? And let's now say, okay, ChatGPT tells me it's 3,000. That's what I can charge the client per month. So they pay me 3,000 per month. And how much do I need to pay the freelancer? Okay, I find out it's roughly 800. Okay, so then my monthly profit per client is 2,200. And then let's say my goal for cash flow, it's maybe 5,000. Okay, then I need to close 2.3 clients to reach my goal. And if my goal is now, for example, 10,000, then I need to close 4.5 clients to reach that goal of $10,000 in profit, that is. Okay, so that is super simple. This is the calculator. It's very simple and straightforward, but even these simple calculators can save you a lot of time and really give you
a very clear overview and a lot of clarity on these numbers, and we will need that calculator in a second. But for now, let's continue. So, the service selection worksheet. This is the point in time where we will select the service. So this is the service selection worksheet, and let's walk through it together right now. Click make a copy again. And what we do now is we walk through this worksheet. So step number 1 is review your niche selection. Okay, so I will now do this together with you, and I will now just make up one niche that comes into my mind, and I will just roll with conversion rate optimization for e-commerce stores. Okay, just came into my mind. That's not my business. I don't do that. I'm in e-commerce, but I have no clue about conversion rate optimization, or not much. So yeah, my niche is so I already picked the service here. Okay, that was stupid. Okay, so I should just write down e-commerce. Maybe I'll find out it's something else that I should do. Okay, I write down e-commerce. That is the niche, because I ran some e-com stores before. I have some experience within that. Why not? Let's roll with e-commerce. It's a cool business. And then the key characteristics of your chosen niche. Okay. What are key characteristics? You just copy and paste that from your niche selection worksheet. Okay. So I don't know, like they have 15 to 30% profit margin, and male dominated industry. It's like 80% men of the business owners that I know in ecom. And yeah, then you write 2-3 more out of your worksheet from the last video. I haven't done that worksheet, obviously, so I just made up some stuff. Okay, so, but very important that you write down your niche here and then understand your customer avatar. And you just basically copy and paste the things from your customer avatar profile, so you have them at hand here. And then step number 3, brainstorm potential services. And here is where it gets interesting. So based on your chosen niche and customer avatar, brainstorm potential services that you could offer to address their needs and pain points. Okay, so I have e-commerce owners. So service number 1 that I could do is conversion rate optimization. Description. What is conversion rate optimization? Basically, it's just like helping e-commerce stores to get a better conversion rate, CR, by making changes in their online shop. That's basically it. By making changes in their online shop, like pictures, offers, colors, even product descriptions and stuff like that. Okay, this is something that I could do. Okay, conversion rate optimization, very nice. And we could even go more in depth. Then we could do service 2, just product picture optimization. And this might actually be a good one because not many people are doing that. I don't know agencies that are specifically just doing that. So then I described it. Oh, and yeah, let's walk through that. So that is what I would do here. How does the service address the needs of your customer avatar? Then I do it like this. They want more profit. A better conversion rate will give them more revenue per page visit, aka more profit because with the same money that they spend on the ads, they now get more purchases because they have a better conversion rate. It's the number of people from potential customers who convert to buyers. So now they make more money with the same advertising input, so they have more profit, and that is their goal, and that's how I meet their needs. Okay, what's the average price that agencies and other businesses charge for this? So now what I have to do is I need to make some research, okay? And I will ask ChatGPT. This is the fastest way right now. I would really recommend you to e-commerce conversion rate optimization agency. Just type that in, like for your niche, obviously, and for the service, and try to find out if you can find some prices for that, okay? But usually the good agencies, they don't have prices on their website, so this will be hard. So you just ask ChatGPT, how much do e-commerce conversion rate optimization agencies charge for their services? Why? Okay, hourly rate. Okay, yeah. Project based. Okay, it doesn't really give us a number. So maybe we have to talk to people within this space and find out how much they charge, or maybe watch some YouTube videos on that. And I will not now live watch YouTube videos together with you on how much they charge. We could probably find it out by clicking through a lot of these websites. So what I would do is I would click myself through a lot of these websites and do these things. Pricing, maybe you find something with that. And okay, top tier conversion optimization agencies, solid at least 7 of 0 experience, start at $10,000 a month. So you already have a benchmark. Some 16,000 per month, some are upwards of 30,000 per month. That's what they are charging. That is insane. 30 grand per month per client. Okay, that is good. So we now have that. And we have a benchmark. So good agencies charge that. Okay. So that is insane because you can charge prices like that. Trust me. And what do average freelancers on Fiverr charge? So basically what we do, we go here, go on Fiverr, go there and type in conversion rate optimization e-commerce. That's what we type in. And then we see we can get services like that already at these rates, but let's look for pro services. Okay, mine is in German right now, but this says pro services. And okay, so the pros charge more, but even like 5-star reviews, 21 reviews, you should look for more than that, but 117. Even that, you could do that. This seems like a very good one. And he has 51 reviews, 4.9 stars. He seems to be very good. And this is awesome. So I could even take him, close a client for 5K easily, probably in that niche. And just pay him 727, which is great for him because that's what he wants here on Fiverr. You bring him business, you bring him money, you net the difference, which is insane. Okay, so okay, we get a feeling for this. Between 200 and 700 are the most. Okay, the ones that are really good. Let's say like 500 or so. It's probably the average. Say 500. This doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This does really not have to be perfect. Okay, so average, and then you can obviously just bust the numbers in here, okay? So we found out estimated monthly retainer, $10,000 And let's be realistic, and we're a beginner, and let's say we can only sell this for 5,000, which is really realistic if 10,000 is the benchmark in that industry. And then we found out it's like 500 that we need per month per freelancer. And then this is our profit. Our goal is 10K. Let's say that. So we only need 2.2 clients to reach that goal. 2 to 3 clients and we're good, right? Which is insane. Okay, so average monthly profit per client is obviously 4,500. So we command V, and that is how we do it. And we already are done with the first one. Okay, and then I will do the exact same process with the second one. I would first ask ChatGPT, then Google it. Just Google how much do product picture optimization agencies charge for their services per month, and you will find it out. Like I just found it out here. Okay, within minutes, which is insane. Okay, so you can do that, and that's exactly what you should do. Do that for every single one of these services that you have in mind, and do that for the 5 services, and then you will have a better understanding for these markets, and you will have a better overview on how you can actually do this. Okay, so that is great, and I would really, really recommend you to go through this process step by step like that. Like I just did it, okay? Just write down the service, describe what you do, how does this help the customer avatar, average price that other businesses charge. So what I just found out on Google, then what freelancers in Fiverr or Upwork charge, what I just found out on Fiverr, and then average monthly profit per client. And then you do that for all these niches, and then you have a better overview, okay? So far, so good. Then step number 4, evaluate and prioritize these services. So the service evaluation criteria. So list some criteria for evaluating these services, such as profitability, demand, and alignment with customers. Okay, so what is your criteria? What do you optimize for? And I would go for based on your skills and expertise. Then the complexity of the service, and then also obviously for the profit margin of the service. Okay, so these are the criteria that I would make the decision based. I would make the decision based on these criteria. That's how it should sound. Okay, then evaluate each service. So, okay, based on my skills and what I know, the complexity of the service and the profit margins, I will factor in these 3 criteria. What seems to be the best service? And then based on these 3 criteria, I'll pick the best one. Okay, so then let's say I know out of all these services, I picked conversion rate optimization for e-commerce stores. Okay, because I have a great margin, I know something about conversion rate optimization, or at least about e-commerce, and this I can completely buy. And then, and by the way, if I then use this freelancer here, then this freelancer probably has case studies. We'll go through this in detail in week 3. I think it's week 3, but we'll go through this in detail on how to set everything up then. But you can literally then use his case studies and leverage them, leverage these awesome testimonials here for your service, because he will be the one who will fulfill the service. So it is legit that you use these, okay? So that is insane. But we'll talk about that later on. Okay, so far so good. Then I picked this one. We can close all of these for now. And we'll close that for now as well. So I picked the service. Select your primary service, and that is now conversion rate optimization for e-commerce. Nice, we found a service. Then next steps, service implementation plan. Okay, develop a plan for implementing your chosen service, including pricing, marketing, and delivery strategies. Okay, so just didn't want to do that. Make a plan for yourself. Like find the best freelancer based on reviews.
then follow the drop servicing course for the next steps, because we will do anything that you need to do. Okay, we will set up then a website, and we'll go through how to contact potential clients and how to close your first client. Okay, great. Then monitor and adapt. We will also walk through this in the upcoming videos, how to do this step by step, so don't worry about this too much. This is the most important thing in this worksheet, okay? That you actually then select your primary service that you will deliver. Here you can write down any additional notes. And trust me, this is already it. That's what we need to do here, okay? Just walk through these steps. And this is a crucial part here, where you just really write these things down for 5 different services. And trust me, do the work. It really pays off to do this upfront work. We talked about that. If I have 6 hours to chop down a wood, I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Okay, how you start and what you start with is way more important than how good you do it. Okay, so having a better business model, a better niche, a better service, and even doing worse work with your outreach and service itself will still yield you better results. So choosing the right vehicle is more important than doing good work within that vehicle. It's in terms of your cash flow. It's usually like that. Okay, choosing the right vehicle, as long, obviously, as you still do good enough work, so it still works, obviously. But choosing the right vehicle is most of the time more important. Right, so that is it for now. And these were all of these steps you need to take to find your service. And by the end of this, you should have picked your service, and we should have clarity on how to go forward. And you should now know how you're going, or with what service you're going to build up your drop servicing business. Have some clarity on that, because this is already super important to choose the right one, because most people just start and decide on some service that they see on the internet within 1 minute. And honestly, that can be a waste of time, because then they spend months trying to sell that service until they find out that this niche is actually not that good, that there is no demand. And as I mentioned, if you don't get an answer on how much agencies charge, you don't find anything out, because there are not many agencies selling that service, then there's no supply, and there's no supply, there's usually also not a lot of demand, and that is not a good market. Okay, but here there seem to be a lot of conversion rate optimization agencies. It doesn't seem like a red ocean to me, as I've already a little bit of experience in that. In order to find that out, you just search really for agencies within that niche, and you have to talk to the customers a little bit to find out if it's a red ocean. And you can also watch some YouTube videos on that. So I really recommend you to do these things. And as I said, I will not watch live a YouTube video with you on conversion rate optimization agencies, because that would be stupid. But you should really, really do that. And you should really watch some YouTube videos on that and really understand these target markets as good as possible. So invest time into that. Okay. So far for that, and we'll now hop back into the presentation. Summary of this video. Business principles, we talked about moving forward is way more important than perfection, and moving forward means that you pick your niche right now. That you pick your service right now, or by the end of this video. Right, the client profit calculator. We talked about that, and then the service selection worksheet. We talked about that and how to select your service with that. Action step for today's video is complete the service selection worksheet and find your service. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, and the way reveals itself once you start walking it. Okay, start within service, and it might not be perfect in the beginning, but you can perfectionate it on the way. Okay. If you enjoyed that, then leave a testimonial at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold and win special prizes by just recording your opinion on this. Okay, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. A quote by Winston Churchill, and a cool picture of him in the background. So this is cool, because many people worry so much about making the right move, making the right choice, and all of that stuff. And they really get headaches about that, and they think about these things for hours, days, for weeks, when they don't matter too much. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's just the courage to continue that counts. So just continue for now, okay? Even if the decision on your service is a failure, failure isn't fatal. You can do this again and find the right one, okay? So just continue for now. Speed is important. Right, you're on the right path. Keep going. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. All right, guys, very welcome to today's video on offer creation. We're now going to talk about how to create an irresistible offer. That means an offer that is so good your potential customers would feel stupid saying no to it. This is super important because, as a very wise businessman once said, the only reason why you're learning sales and obsessing with sales is because you don't know how to market and how to build a good offer, because a good offer sells itself. Okay, look at Apple, for example. The products, they sell themselves. They don't have to do a lot of sales, marketing, and persuasion. They don't need that stuff because the products sell themselves. Right, so let's hop right into this. Offer creation. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. The irresistible offer formula by Alex Hormozy, the guarantees, the bonuses, how to add bonuses to your offer, and how to make it unique and incomparable. Nice. And after that, the irresistible offer worksheet. We're going to do this together and work on an irresistible offer. As always, YouTube and Instagram, follow me there for exclusive content. My handle is Felix Ehold. Share the course. Let's start a revolution here and change people's lives together. Slight warning, this is the most important video in the entire course, so don't skip around, watch the entire video and don't fast forward. Pro tip, watch the video on double speed to save yourself some time. The no-brainer offer formula by Alex Hormozy. Pretty simple. So we have a fraction, and on top of the fraction, on the left side, you see the dream outcome. This is what your customer dreams about. Okay, for example, if I'm an e-commerce business owner, I dream about making 100K profit a month, making a lot of profit a month, okay, with very little ad spend, okay? Whatever it is for your audience, this is what the customer dreams about, what he really wants. Then, next to it, there's the perceived likelihood of achievement. So you're gonna sell a service, and how likely does the customer think it is that he will achieve his dream outcome here with your service? Perceived likelihood of achievement. For example, if you show him testimonials, you increase that perceived likelihood of achievement because he now has proof that your service works, okay? And also if you can explain step by step how it works and how you get him to his dream outcome, also the perceived likelihood of achievement increases. Nice. Then time delay. How long does it take for the potential customer to get his dream outcome? And we'll talk about that. It's important to minimize the time delay and also tell about the minimal time delay. So tell the customer about that. Then effort and sacrifice, the last part of this equation. Okay, so what does the customer has to do? How much does he have to pay? How much time does he have to invest? This is one of the most important parts with business owners, right? Because they don't want to invest a lot of time. That is more valuable than money to them. So with the things on the top of the fraction, the dream outcome and the perceived likelihood of achievement, we want to maximize that. Then on the bottom of the fraction, time delay and effort and sacrifice, we want to minimize those, okay? And step by step, no worries, we will walk through the worksheet together, and the worksheet works with these 4 factors, and we'll walk through that step by step on how to really create a no-brainer offer. This is just for your understanding, okay? Then guarantees. To make that offer even better, we add guarantees, okay? So they reduce risk, and through that, you reduce the risk for your client, by providing a guarantee to reassure your customers and reduce their risk. Okay, so this is awesome for them because then it's easier for them to buy and it's easier for you to get your clients in because you reduced their risk. Okay, how can this work? Here are some examples of guarantees. There are result-based guarantees, and you can say, if we don't achieve this specific result, for example, increased conversion rate of 50% more conversion rate within the next 3 months,
we will continue working for free until we do. And this is crazy because they say, okay, you have conversion rate X. If we don't increase that by 50% within 3 months, we continue to work for free until we achieve that goal. And that is crazy, right? Then satisfaction guarantee. By the way, these things work very well, okay? You just have to have good service delivery in place, but we'll talk about that in detail in the later videos, okay? Satisfaction guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with our service within 3 months, then we'll refund your investment, no questions asked. Then you can also make like, we will refund 50% of your investment, or we will refund the retainers, but you also charge a setup fee. And you can do all kinds of these things so you are on the safe side. Because for example, if you refund all the retainers, but you had a 2K setup fee and you paid your freelancer 1K for the entire time, then you still made profit on that, right? Or you can make the setup fees so that you at least break even, and then 80% of the cases, 90% of the cases, this should go well and no one takes advantage of the guarantee. So in most of the cases, you make a lot of money through the retainers in that example. In those cases where it doesn't go well, you just break even, okay? You make zero, but you also don't lose anything, okay? That is super important, okay? But also talk about these things with your freelancers, and really we'll talk about that in the later weeks on how to do that with the freelancers. So they are part of the guarantee, and they also have a deal with you that they don't get paid if they don't deliver result X. So you're completely safe because you don't have to pay anyone if the result was not delivered. Okay. Right. Then other examples, performance guarantee. If you don't see a 50% increase in your conversion rate in the next 3 months, we'll refund your money or work for free until you do. Okay. This is kind of similar to version number 1. Then on-time delivery guarantee. This is, for example, if you make websites, we guarantee that your website will be completed by in the next 4 weeks. And if not, we will provide, and then, for example, a compensation bonus, for example, then you will get $500, okay, if it's not completed within that 4 weeks. Okay, that's also cool. Then quality assurance guarantee. And for example, here in the previous example, you have to make the deal with your freelancer that if it's not the case, then they get paid $500 less. Okay, so you are not at risk here. Quality assurance guarantee. We guarantee that the quality of our work, if you're not satisfied with the quality of our work or service, then we'll redo the work at no extra cost. Okay, so this is basically what most Fiverr freelancers do anyway, and you can just position this as a guarantee. Okay, if you're not satisfied, we will redo our work. Okay, then bonuses. But again, it's super important that you talk with the freelancers about these things and make deals on these things. Okay, and really make contracts about these things. But we will talk about all of that in the later videos and weeks. Bonuses. How to add bonuses. So offer additional value to make your offer even more appealing. And here are some examples of bonuses. So you can do a free consultation session. Okay, you get a 50% conversion rate increase service, plus you get a free e-com consultation from me and all the e-com knowledge for free as a bonus. Okay, that's a cool bonus. Or you get exclusive access to resources or content. So you get exclusive access to an internal training video for my CRO specialists. So you really understand all of these things on your own, and in the future can do minimal CRO adjustments on your own. So you really have a skill for yourself or for someone in your team that can watch the video, the internal resource that is valuable to the target audience. Okay. Then make it unique and incomparable. So you need to differentiate your offer from your competitors by making it unique and incomparable. That's super important. And you do that through a good offer, a guarantee. And remember, you are the one who delivers the outcome that they want, okay? You are not just the 7,000 website agency, but you deliver the outcome that they want. That is why research is so important. Okay, they want more profit. Okay, I deliver you 50% higher conversion rate. That means 50% more sales. That is an extreme example.
at the same ad spend. And if we don't achieve that, I will refund you all of the retainers of these 3 months. Setup fee has to be paid anyways. Okay, I deliver the outcome and I promise the outcome. And if we don't get the outcome, I'll refund him all the retainers. So that is how to make it unique. And here is the irresistible offer worksheet. And we're now going to go through this worksheet together. Okay, how to create an irresistible offer. So let's walk through it together. So all you do is you click make a copy as always. And as always, I will go through this worksheet pretty fast with you because otherwise it would take ages. But I will give you all the important things here. But you should expand on every single one of those points more than I do in this video. I'll just do a fast walkthrough with you, but you expand more on this point. Super important, okay? So step 1, understand your customer's needs, okay? How do we do that? So we start with these questions, okay? What is your niche? And here's actually a mistake. So, no. Okay, what is your niche? Okay, my niche are e-commerce businesses. Okay, their current situation. They are unsatisfied with the profitability of their business, okay? And you should really expand on every single one of these points more than I do here. What is their desired outcome? Is to make, and here you really have to find a specific audience, okay? And let's say I go for people, their outcome is to make 100K profit per month, okay? What is it costing them not to change and stay where they are? Lots of stress, headaches, and marketing spend. Okay, marketing spend. And then I can calculate how much more they would have to spend. For example, 20K per month in marketing spend extra to reach their goal versus my service, because my service gets the higher conversion rate, so more people buy from them and they don't have to spend extra money on ads. If they don't have that higher conversion rate, they, for example, need to spend 20K per month extra on ads to make the 100K profit that they want to make. Okay, so that is what it's costing them. What would it be worth for them to get to this desired outcome? It would be worth at least these 20K per month on ad spend that they are saving. Okay, I don't say that they would pay 20K a month for this, but that's what it's actually worth. Okay, what are most people in your niche trying to do to reach the desired outcome themselves? Is it working for them? They are trying to run better Facebook ads. That's what most do. Is it working for them? No, it's not working for them. Okay, because otherwise they would already reach that goal. And these are all things I know because I understand the target market. And you will not know most of these things right away. So what you have to do is you have to Google, as I did last time. You just really copy paste this into Google. What are most people in? And here you just type in e-commerce or whatever your niche is, okay? I would actually not recommend to go into e-commerce again because it's oversaturated. And then formulate these questions into Google and into ChatGPT and ask, okay? And you will find your answers. Who seeks answers will find answers. What are other people selling to your niche to reach their desired outcome? Are the services working? Okay. Others are selling advertising. Is it working? No. Most agencies deliver bullshit. Emails. Yes, probably yes.
Okay, that's what others sell. These are the top 2 things. Okay, what are people in your niche who are succeeding doing? How do they reach their desired outcome? Is it working for them? Okay, they have CRO, conversion rate optimization, in place. Okay, that's what they do. They also run ads and emails and take care of every part of the funnel and have a strong offer. What's going to be included in my service? CRO analysis, and I'm making things up here, okay? You will find these things out by going on Fiverr, okay? You go on Fiverr and you go and type in your service, okay? Conversion rate optimization. And what you do is, here, conversion rate optimization, good service. And here, okay, find out what's included, okay? And I need to read through these texts. And if I don't find things here, then I will text that Fiverr guy and say, hey, can you give me a bullet list of what is included in your CRO service? Okay, so I'll just click here. Right, can you give me a bullet list on what is included in your CRO service? And he will give you a bullet list and you can use that bullet list, okay? For now, I will just do CRO analysis, A/B testing, and implementing proven to work strategies, whatever. I'm making things up here, okay? You should really ask that Fiverr guy and give source that bullet list, but I will not wait for a response within this video right now. What price are you going to sell your service for? Okay, let's shoot for $2,000 per month. Never go below 4 figures, okay? Never below $1,000 per month. Let's shoot for 2K per month for now, and we get it for 700, so that's pretty sufficient. That is okay. And let's start with 2K per month and then increase prices constantly with every close, okay? Then you go to 5K, 10K a month. What guarantee are you going to offer? If we don't increase your conversion rate by 20, that is already insane. Let's say 10% within, let's say 15% within 3 months, we refund you all the retainers of these 3 months. So they pay 0 retainers and just maybe a little setup fee, okay? So they get most of their money back. What scarcity and urgency tactics are you going to use? For example, only 5 new clients per month, okay? And how are you going to collect customer testimonials and reviews for social proof? So this is basically, I will just use the testimonials from Fiverr. How are you going to present your offer with a value stack? And here you just do a value stack. So what you do here is you copy paste the parts of the service that we typed in here that you got from the freelancer that you're going to work with. You copy paste that in here and you then price it, okay? You price it and you can really make numbers up, but make them realistic. You price them and then you do a price drop. So you say, okay, all of this together is worth $12,330, but we only charge $2,700, or we now said, okay, we're going to start with $2,000 a month, okay? So this is insane. You can do that and that works very well, okay? For example, by the way, 7 is a good number to charge, so we're going to go for 7, 2,700. 7 looks like 1, so it seems cheap. And okay, what bonuses are you going to include in your offer? We already talked about that. Free e-com consulting and internal zero secrets video. Okay. And you can ask your Fiverr guy or Upper guy if he has something like that. Okay. Like resources that can be valuable. Okay. Otherwise you can create something with ChatGPT. Then craft the irresistible offer. You already know this equation. What is the dream outcome? And here I have an example for you. Okay, so you can basically look at this example right here and take this as an example for how this works and walk through these step by step. Okay, so we already talked about that. And now what is the dream outcome? And then say, hey, I help, for example, e-com stores. I will do this with you. I help e-com stores to reach their profit goal without spending more money on ads by improving their conversion rate. Okay, perceived likelihood of achievement. And then they started with us to do this with us 3 weeks ago, and they're already 3 months ago, and they're already up 50% on their conversion rate. Okay, perceived likelihood of achievement. And I added a guarantee. If we don't increase your conversion rate by 15% in the next 3 months, then we'll refund you all the retainers. That's what I will write here. And then what time do you expect to achieve their dream outcome? Can you offer a faster time? And by the way, so what do they expect? Okay, maybe they expect 3 months, maybe I can offer 2 months, okay? And then they're overwhelmed. Oh, within just 2 months, or maybe I can offer 1 month, okay? So, and by the way, Sally already saw the 50% increase in their conversion rate 3 weeks after they started the cooperation. Then I don't have to change my offer, so it's harder to deliver, but I just say, hey, they already had that after 3 weeks, okay? And then what is their effort and sacrifice? All you have to do is hop on a 2-hour onboarding meeting with us, give us some info, give us all the logins, and from then on we'll take care of everything. We'll update you weekly on a 2-minute Loom video, and within those 2 minutes you have all the infos you need. You have the updates on the performance, you know how everything's going, and you're fully updated. Okay, so that's what you can do here, and this is how you write these things out. So you basically then have your statement. These are these things in between these questions, and then this is your irresistible offer statement. And what you then do is step number 3, you review and refine your offer. Okay, so what you do is you get feedback from the market. So you seek feedback from your target audience to further refine and improve your offer. So what I would honestly do, DM some people from your warm audience. So these are people that you already somehow know that are in your audience, in your target audience, and just ask them as a friend. Okay, just say, hey, I'm currently starting this business, or I'm currently improving this offer for my business. This is my offer. What do you think about it? You as someone of the target market, would you be interested in that? I'm not trying to sell you. I just want your opinion. And just ask as a friend, okay? And after you received feedback from about 5 people, just message people that are Instagram friends, Facebook friends, LinkedIn contacts, and just message them and ask them, okay? And after you did that, and maybe you know a friend that knows a friend that knows a friend who is in that audience, okay? And just ask these people. That is super important. So then after you did that, you finalize your offer and you write it down into one statement like this here, okay? I help e-commerce store to make more profit without more spendings by increasing their conversion rate. For example, we improved John's conversion rate from 2.14%, that is conversion rate of the shop, to 2.87% within 4 weeks. And then I link his online shop so they see it's real, and I link a link to a case study where I go through this, okay? So as I said, you can ask for case studies from your freelancer, and if they have a screenshot for you, then you record a quick video, a Loom video, where you talk about that case study. And it's legit because the freelancer who achieved the case study will actually also deliver the service. So it's all legit. And if we don't lift your conversion rate by at least 15% within 3 months, we'll refund you all retainers And this is just a 1 hour investment from your side to set everything up once. From then on, you'll know everything about the progress after watching the weekly Loom update, and it only takes 2 minutes for you. So that is an awesome offer, okay? And you can then, after writing this out yourself, go to ChatGPT, copy the text in here and say, hey, please ChatGPT, make this shorter and cleaner, and it will give you a short and clean text if you are not happy with what you have written down on your own. Okay, this is really, if you're not super good with language, this is a good tip. Okay, just pass it into ChatGPT and say, hey, make it shorter and cleaner. Nice. And that's it. That's how you get your no-brainer offer. Here's always, you can write down additional notes, and this is really it. And this is a game changer. I know this is work, but as I said, if you have a no-brainer offer, this thing will sell itself. It will be easier to sell it, okay? And this will be awesome. But you have to put in that work and create that no-brainer offer to make everything else that comes later easier, okay? That is super important. So we did that. Summary of this video. The irresistible offer, that is an offer so good that the customer would feel stupid saying no to it. Guarantees, we talked about guarantees, adding guarantees to the offer. So we have a risk reversal, and the customer is not at risk when they buy from you, which is insane, which is very, very good, especially when you're a young entrepreneur that seems like he doesn't bring a lot of trust with him. But if the guy has a guarantee, then the likelihood that he will still buy from you is way higher, okay? Then we walked through the worksheet to create your irresistible offer. And your action step for today's video is to walk through this worksheet right now after the video and really create your irresistible offer, okay? You can leave a testimonial at testimonial.to/Felix-Ehold and win special prizes for that. And here's a quote by Alex Hormozi, who invented this offer equation. The most important skill an entrepreneur can have is the ability to create an irresistible offer. Because as I mentioned, if you can do that, it will be easy to sell things. And if it's easy to sell things, you have a very good business in place. And if you don't have to worry about sales, you're in a very good place. And you can optimize and work on the business and improve it and have very good margins and all of that. So offer creation is really one of the most valuable skills ever. If you're watching this right now, then you are on the right path. Keep going. Thank you.
All right, very welcome to the last video of week number 1. And here we're going to set up your professional website. Without any further ado, let's hop right into it. The plug and play website. So here's what we're going to cover. Why you need a professional website, then also why you need a professional domain, and what Go High Level is and why this is the best option to go with, and also the cheapest option, and the domain setup. So we'll together go through the plug and play sheet and set up your professional domain click by click, and then we're going to set up your professional website together, click by click. I'm going to do it with you together. All right. So YouTube and Instagram, follow me there for exclusive content. If you're not doing that already, Felix Ehold, that's my handle there. Share the course. Really, let's start a revolution here and change people's lives together. Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. So watch the entire video, don't skip, and don't fast forward. Pro tip, watch the video in double speed to save yourself some time. Why you need a professional website. At first, it establishes credibility. A professional website really helps you build trust with potential clients, making them more likely to do business with you. Because if they trust you more, the probability that they will buy from you is also way higher, because trust is a very important thing in today's day and age. Okay, so you need to establish as much trust as humanly possible. Testimonials is one very valuable thing for that. And what's also valuable is having a professional looking website. So you look like a professional businessman with a professional looking business. Today's quote, today's video that's coming at the end will really open your eyes on why this is important. And I'm not going to reveal the quote for now, but you're not going to pay it on how good your service is. Let me say so much for now. Then it showcases your services. Your website is really your online storefront, and it really allows you to showcase your services, your portfolio, and your testimonials, which is super important for trust as well. It generates leads. A well-designed website can really attract and capture leads, helping you to grow and your client base and expand your business. So first thing, you can direct leads from your mails and all these outreach methods that we're going to use to close clients. We will talk about that in week number 3 or 4. I don't have it in mind right now. I think it's week number 3. We're going to talk about outreach. You can direct them to your professional website that is funneling the leads into a sales call where you then sell them the service. That's how simple this can work, okay? But if the website in the middle is not good, so leads come from potential clients, come from the mails to the website, and then they can book a call, and on a call you can close them. We will learn how to do that, and it will be easy with an irresistible offer, but or at least way easier. Okay, I don't want to exaggerate things here because this is just my perception. But if the middle part is not good, the website, then no one will book in a call. So this is super important, okay? To generate leads as well. Why you need a professional domain, okay? The domain is, for example, yourbusiness.com, and the first thing why you needed is emails. So sending emails from a yourbusiness.com domain will get you more responses, aka more clients, than if you would send emails out from a yourbusiness123@gmail.com domain. So that makes a huge difference, okay? So yeah, really, you don't want to send out emails from a Gmail, and you really want to have your professional domain, and it's so cheap and so valuable that this is one of the most important things when doing outreach with email and by just really communicating with clients, okay? Having a professional domain is not unimportant. So it also builds trust. A professional domain name such as yourbusiness.com really adds credibility to your brand and helps establish trust with potential clients. It also improves SEO, so people can find you when they Google for you. Okay, so you rank higher on Google. That makes it easier for clients to find you and buy from you. And also it enhances branding. So a unique domain name helps differentiate your business and strengthens your brand identity. So if you outreach to clients and maybe they don't buy right away, but they remember you because they remember your name, then they Google your name and then they buy from you 6 months later, that happened to me before, then that is super valuable. But that won't happen if they just saw a Gmail domain that they won't remember, okay? Then go high level. Go high level is basically a website building tool, but also a CRM, and you can use it to scheduling calls with these potential clients. And this is super valuable because it combines a lot of tools that all cost money. And I originally paid for all of those tools extra, way more money than for Go High Level, all in all. And this combines all of these tools together and gives us a very cheap and very powerful solution to have all the things we need, all the softwares and stuff we need in one place. So this is really a lifesaver. So it's an all-in-one solution. Go High Level offers comprehensive CRM platform that includes website building tools, email marketing, and more. So you can really do everything through Go High Level, which is insane. Okay. Also, you get professionally designed templates. So basically just websites that look good already without you putting in any work. And these are designed templates, so they are easy to customize for you. You just really copy paste these templates, and I'll show you how to do that with which templates. And then you just copy paste that thing and just fill in the blanks, just fill in the text with ChatGPT, and within very little time, within an hour, you have your very professional looking website up, which is insane. Right, then Go High Level has so many features. If you would pay for them on them on, if you just buy, for example, the CRM from HubSpot or Pipedrive, and then you buy the sales funnel from ClickFunnels, then you buy the website builder from WordPress, and all of these, you buy all of them extra, you pay a lot of money for these things. And you can pay, you see it at the bottom, up to 7K per month for these things if you pay all of them extra. Okay, and these are all things you need. Okay, you need a CRM, a customer relationship management, for outreach, so you really know which customers in what stage when outreaching to them, how often you outreach to them, how many customers do you have in the sales call stage, in the closing stage, in all of these different stages, how many customers are there? So you have to have an overview. CRM, that is super important. That's included in high level, and all of these super important things like website builder, you need that anyways. At the bottom, you see document signing, like DocuSign, you need that anyways. That's all included in high level. So this is really a very good route to go down. The domain setup. Okay, so we're going to set up your domain together right now. So there's a plug and play sheet, and you can just follow this plug and play sheet, and we'll set up yours right now. So let's go through this process click by click together. So step 1, visit the GoDaddy website. We click here, go on godaddy.com. This is where we can buy a domain, and I need a domain for my business. So I need a name for my business to do that. So I will actually open ChatGPT right now to find a name, because I haven't thought about that yet. So we'll ask ChatGPT, give me 5. Okay, I wanted to give me 5 names for a service-based business that helps e-com stores to improve their conversion rate. Make them short and clean. Store Boost, Click Genius, ConvertMax. Okay. I like ConvertMax. Give me more like that. And also maybe I have an idea in the meanwhile. What with more conversions? Moreconversions.com is definitely not free. That's too cool. That's way too cool. Okay, this is actually not available. And I would definitely moreconversions.co. That's cool. We can go with that. Or moreconversions.co. That's cool. Or we go through with Convert Pro, ConvertMax. What's with ConvertMax.com? Super expensive. We're not gonna do that. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the .co with more conversions. I like that. Oh, what's with better conversion? Better conversion. Betterconversion.co. Yeah, again. Honestly, I'm gonna stick with the first one. Moreconversion.com. I think that's pretty cool. Moreconversion.co. I'm good with that. So just add it to cart. You just basically follow that process here. Okay. So purchase the domain, click add to cart, and you just do what's said here. Super simple. Okay. So then click on continue, then pay for the domain. And I do like, I don't want domain safety, and I will not do that
because I will connect it with Google Workspace later on, so I don't need anything of that. We just need the simple thing, add to cart, and we'll check out right now. I will pause the video real quick to not reveal any here you have to keep in mind you don't want that. You do 1 year and you pay, or at least I do prefer pay monthly, or no, you pay that for the whole year, so it's super cheap. Okay, it's just it's like $14 or so for the whole year, which is insane. All right, I bought the domain and I'm now officially the owner of moreconversion.co. And this is actually not the best domain. I would recommend to do .com, but this is just I'm just really showcasing you how these things work. So I will not really set up a business with this. I'm just showcasing all of these things, okay? And so far so good. So we did that and we now own our domain. And here's how you can access the domain. You go to the confirmation email from GoDaddy, log into your GoDaddy account and manage your domain settings. Okay, so that's it. You can find the confirmation email on the email you just typed in on the GoDaddy account. I already had one, so I didn't have to set one up, but that's super straightforward. Just follow these instructions in this plug and play sheet and you have your domain ready to go. Okay, so we now officially have set up your professional domain. And now we're going to go into the website setup. Okay, so here's a plug and play sheet as well for the website setup. And again, I'm going to walk you through the steps. So let's now set up your professional website. You make a copy of that one, and then you're in here, and we're going to set up the website itself. So what you do is you sign up for Go High Level. That is the tool we use. It's really the best tool because you not only get the website, you also get funnels, CRM, calendar, meeting booking. So a calendar where people can book in meetings with you. That is obviously synced with your calendar. Then also a tool to make contracts and get signs from your potential clients. So it's really everything in one place, which is insane. Okay, then you click that link here, and important that you click this link. This is my referral link. So for all the people in the free community, yes, I get commission for that. And this is also the only way I make money with that free course. And besides from that, because I don't need the money, but besides from that, you will get 14 days for free when using that link. So make sure you use the link here in this docs. Okay, so here you get your 14-day free trial and you just type in your company name, and this is now moreconversions.com, but I think they want the actual business infos. So mine is I never use my real phone number for things like that. And then I will just go with the starter plan. That's enough. Okay, I get 14 days for free. And I can go with the starter plan here. Okay, so what I do is I just paste the payment infos. Okay, now your account has been created, which is insane. Click here to get started. Then I have to do these things, select industry. So this is super simple. We are not using any of these tools so far. So we need to set up an account now with a password. Set up my account. All right, so we now officially created this Go High Level account.
All right, so once you've gone ahead and signed up with Go High Level through this link here, again, super important to use this link in here, then you will find yourself in this overview inside the Go High Level app, okay? Sometimes it doesn't load, then you maybe have to open it in an incognito window or delete the cache of that tab, but normally you should find yourself in this overview of app.gohighlevel.com. agency dashboard. And then what you need to do is, the first thing is you need to create an agency account. So this is basically a sub account of the main Go High Level account. And this is what we need to operate and to have the website and CRM and all that. So what you do is you click here. When you are on the agency dashboard, you click here onto sub accounts, and I already did that. But what you need to do now is you need to click on add sub account, and then you just do marketing agency, for example, or whatever the agency is about, and then click continue, and then you type in where your business is based, where you are based. Okay, and then I already did that. You can also do add account manually, and then what you do is you just type in all of these details here, click on save, and that's basically it. And then you created your sub account. Okay, so this is super simple and straightforward. And what you then need to do, you will then see a button on this page where you can switch to the sub account, and you also, this is what I will do right now, you can switch to the sub account right here. Okay, so I click on this, and now it logged me into the sub account, and now this all looks a bit different. What I do now is I scroll down here and I click on sites, because this is the first thing that we're going to do now. We're going to create the website. Okay, and when we say website, then we could click here on websites and make a complicated website with a navigation bar on top on many sub pages. But that's not what we actually want. We actually want a website that converts potential customers into sales calls, where we then can convert them into paying clients. So what we really want is a funnel. So a very simple type of website with no navigation, just one call to action on it, where we can funnel them into sales calls as quick and as easy as possible and make the value for them as clear as possible. So that's what we will do. And I built a template for you for this that you can just access by using this document. Okay, so you access the website builder. We just did this together, and then you choose the template. And here is the template that I built for you. So what you basically do is you just click on this link right here, and you automatically copy that template into your Go High Level account, and you can use that template. So you just click on add funnel, give it a name, and then the name of your agency. Okay, more conversion.zero. And then you need a location. The sub account that I just created, I named it Dubai. And perfect. Now I cloned the funnel, and I can see it here. This is the one I just, or let's look at the time. Yeah, this is the one I just cloned. I can see it here, has 3 steps. So I click on it. And here inside of the funnel, I can now customize it. Okay, we have 3 pages, and that's all we need. So we have the home page. That's what we use as our website. Then we have the second step of the funnel. That's basically just the appointment booking step, where potential clients can book in appointments for sales calls, where we can then close them so they get paying customers. And then we have a thank you page with some final instructions for the people who have booked the appointment, right? So first thing we need to do now is that we customize this to our needs, okay? We have a template, but we need to customize it, okay? So that's step number 4. You can see it here. Customize your website. And here is website structure, Google Docs that you can also access. But the thing is, this website structure is already in here, okay? So you don't really need that docs if you use this template. If you build your own template and build your own structure, then I would recommend you to use this, because this is also an option. You can use other templates or build your own from scratch, but the fastest way is to just go with this. But keep in mind, it's super important that you change colors, obviously your own logo, your own copies, and all of that. This will be super important. And I will not leave any copies in that template after showing you. I will leave that all blank, so no one just copy pastes it. It's super important that you do your own copies, and it will be super easy. We're going to do it with ChatGPT in a second, and I will really show you how this is super easy. Okay, so what we do now when we start is we click on edit, and then we're just going to go step by step through this website and build it. Okay, first thing we see here is the logo, obviously. Okay, so we don't have a logo yet. So I just created this, but we don't have a logo yet, let's say. So what I need to do now is I need to create a logo. So I just head over to canva.com and click on create design, click on not video, I click on logo. And here I can now create a logo. And what I like to do, what makes it super simple, my name, as we already know, is moreconversions.co. And what I like to do is I like to take the initials, MC, more conversions, and there I already have some cool logos that I can use with these. You can see it here. That's not too bad. I can try that. And then I can also, with some other initials, there are some way cooler logos. But anyways, you know, we've already one possibility here. And then maybe something for conversions or something for more. That would also not be bad. You can basically just scroll through this here and find what works for you. But really don't be too perfectionistic with this. This does not have to be perfect. And what you can also do, what I also like to do, is search MC here. And there you also have a lot of options for things you can do. And a lot of very good options, to be honest. That's what I just used. It's also a good option. Okay, so you see there is an abundance of options, and I actually really like this one. I don't know why, but it looks super professional in my opinion. So I would go with maybe Montserrat here, because this is also the font of the website and also fits very well with this. So make this bold and versions. Conversion. Okay, but it doesn't really fit here because this is too long. All right, what I would do in this instance is just copy this and change the aspect ratio. Or basically, to keep it simple for now, you can basically use this, okay? So to keep it super simple for now, I'll make this smaller. and this a bit bigger. Do it like that. Make this some color that fits here, but this color actually fits. However, then when you found your logo, all you do is you download that. I'm just gonna go with this now, even though it looks worse than the one I created before in 5 seconds. But I'm just gonna go with this now. And download it, make the background transparent, super important. Then done, download only this page, and then I paste it in here. So I go here on Assets, Image on the right side, upload from Media Library, upload file, and upload what I just created. What is this here? Which is this, but okay. That doesn't really work because it has some weird things in there. You see, it has some very weird things in here, so that doesn't really work. So what I would do is, to then keep it simple, I would then just go with the one I actually picked before. Okay. I will honestly go with this again, because, or I will go with this for now. And I'll just do this, make it white, or make it this color that I just found. What I would do in terms of colorways, I would ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT always, and ask for my conversion rate optimization business. What are colors that my target audience trust in? Give me the color codes so I can use them as my CI, corporate identity, CI, okay? They use Shopify. Okay, that is the software they use. These are things that you find out when you do your customer research, when you do your customer avatar, and you really research these people. In Google, read through blogs, and watch YouTube videos about your audience. Okay, this blue. Let's check how that looks. So what I will just do is paste that color code in here. Okay, doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Bootstrap blue, okay. Bootstrap success green, sounds cool. Let's look at it. I like that option, so I'm gonna duplicate this. And that also looks quite okay, but looks a bit cheap to me. Secondary gray, it will probably not do it for a logo. No, I will not do it for a logo. White's always good. Black also always good. That's the same one as we had above. Okay. So far so good. We have 3 good options. I'm honestly gonna go with this blue for now. Let's see how it looks. Okay, then I need some text, or I want to add some text underneath it. So I'm gonna go with white for now, and then make a part of it blue. And then I'm gonna go with Montserrat, because this is just the this font right here. So I keep it on font, but you definitely can use a different, but I also think that Montserrat really fits with this. Yeah, it looks good. And I now just type in the name. And this, the end goal of the customer conversion. I'll make it blue. This color. My brand color, my new brand color. Okay, and this looks pretty legit. What I'll do is I'll make this big. Okay, and that looks pretty legit in my opinion. It's all centered. Okay. Yeah, just down a bit more. Okay. Pretty legit. So that is one version of the logo. Then I duplicate this a couple of times. Then I also have just this. We will also need this later for the fav icon. And then I'll duplicate this once more and delete this, and then have just this one. And what I would do here, you need now a different aspect ratio for this if you want to use this. So you can just start a different document, and I already have one here. Okay, so I can just copy paste this in there, copy, paste, make it big, and now I have this in there, right? And now I have the logo in all variations that I needed. And what I do now is I'll just take this one for now. Again, don't obsess with the logo. Don't make it too complicated. Don't make it too fancy for now. Just keep it simple like this one. And this will do it, okay? Logo really doesn't have to be good. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Your offer matters. I don't know if I tick the transparent background, so I will download it, just this page. And transparent background, that's what we need on. And remember, if you use the dark background, obviously use a bright logo, so bright colors. I have the blue, the bright blue, and the white, so that works. So what I will do now is I just click here, and I click on the image options, upload from media library, upload file, and now let's, yeah, I forgot it the first time, actually. So, and here, I just click on it, and it looks pretty legit. It looks even better than the previous one. And then I will also do the button in the color of my logo. And I just copy the color code here. That's not what I wanted. So, and we'll make this button color here. You can just, if you want to add a new color, don't find your color, add a new one, paste the color code, add color, and that's what we have here. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. And now, okay, we have the logo. That was the first part, and we skipped forward to the button, which is okay. But now let's focus on the second part, and that is the headline. Okay, part number 2 is headline, and you will see that in the overview. All right, so I just opened up the Google Docs here. All right, so the second part is the headline. I just pulled up the effective website structure docs that you have linked in here, okay? I opened this up and we see, okay, part 1 is the logo, which is it. Second part, headline. So we need to communicate the offer as fast and as simple as possible and as understandable for our target audience as possible, okay? So that's something that I just came up with when creating this template for you, but I will now do this again together with you with ChatGPT. So what you need now is you need your offer creation worksheet that we already worked through in the last videos, and you need your customer avatar worksheet that we also already finished in the last videos. So then what I would do, I would copy all of this, complete customer avatar, copy all of this, and also copy all of this, everything that you worked out, and paste it into ChatGPT. So I will now showcase this. I obviously didn't work through these worksheets for this example, but I would do it like that. For my new drop servicing business, this is the customer avatar that I worked out. And then you copy and paste this here. I haven't worked this out, so what I will do, e-commerce business owners, owner makes 100K profit a month, male, 25 to 45. And okay, let's say this is my customer avatar. This is super brief, but this is just an example, okay? And then I'll type, and this is the offer that I worked out so far. Then I just copy paste this again, and here we actually even did that. Can you give me 5 options for a precise headline for my website? Make it shorter because I don't even have to read it. It's too long. Make it in how-to style. This is quite good. Okay, give me more like number 5. Okay, I actually like this one. This is pretty good. I will just change it slightly. What I would do is I would just copy paste this in here, and I don't like that. How to scale your e-commerce sales with a 15% conversion rate boost, and I will exclude this conversion rate boost. I like this. How to scale your e-commerce sales. And I will just do e-com like this, because this is the language of my target audience. That's how they call their own business. I know that because I did my research. and I watched YouTube videos and I found that out. So this is super important, speaking the language of your target audience. So again, watch these YouTube videos, find these things out. This is super important, okay? All right, so that's so good so far. And we have the headline, okay, that is ticked off. And then the video. Here for the video, I would recommend you to make a Loom, a simple Loom video, where you just go over some results, showcase the results, and then show who you can help. And I will show you an example that you can basically copy and paste. And this example worked super well for me. And it made it so much easier for me to close new clients when they came into the call because they were already convinced through that Loom. And even though this is not fancy, this is not crazy quality, this works, okay? This is proven to work. I proved this to work. And I basically can just, I will add you the link to this Loom, or if I haven't already added the link to this Loom, inside here. So you can just basically copy paste this Loom. And I think I already pasted this Loom in here. So you can access this Loom video and rebuild it, okay? Follow the structure. I first show some results and then show step-by-step who I can help, okay? This is basically a Loom video of me, super simple. This is not crazy quality at all. I'll just sit in my apartment in Dubai with a white wall behind me. And it's super simple. And it doesn't even look professional, and this works super well, okay? And then I just show in a Google Docs, super simple, who I can help. And you can also build a similar structure like that, and you have everything you need. This is a Loom that's proven to work, and you have the video, I shared it with you, and yeah, you can basically just rebuild that. Again, this is proven to work. I would not reinvent the wheel, I would just go with things that already have a proof. Okay. So far, so good. And yeah, so you have that and you can rebuild that. And then you need a Vimeo link for the website. So what we need to do, or you can also use YouTube if you don't want to pay for Vimeo, you just upload it as an unlisted video on YouTube. What I will do now, I will now go on Vimeo. I will download this Loom. So basically you record a Loom, you download the Loom. And sometimes my download isn't working here. All right, so my Loom download in Chrome didn't work, so I just opened up a different browser, which is Safari. You can use any other browser if you have the same issue, and just clicked on download here. Here it worked, and now I downloaded this Loom, and what I'll do now is just uploading it on Vimeo. So I opened Vimeo, or you can use YouTube for that for free, and I will now upload a new video. So upload new, and I just choose the file that I just downloaded, upload it, and you can also cut it if you want, but it's probably not necessary. You can also make it just a very raw one-taker where you just showcase the results and just show you who you can help. And just be honest with these things. So what is very important, you click here on interactive, here on the end screen. I can click this right now because it's still uploading, but it's super important that you choose to choose empty as the end screen, and because by default it's more videos of you. You don't want that because maybe you have some other random videos on Vimeo you don't want them to be shown. So I would really and by the way, I would recommend you to invest this $10 a month into Vimeo to have a professional player, but you don't have to, okay? If you do it, make sure the end screen is on empty or thumbnail, but definitely not more videos. And then also you can click on player here, and here you can do a lot of things which you should do. Video details. Hide all, okay? Not let users decide, but hide all, okay? You don't want profit picture, title, file, and you don't want that kind of stuff, okay? Actions, hide all. You don't need that. And then controls, and progress bar volume, you want to keep that. Quality, you can actually turn this off. And speed, you can actually also turn this off. Chromecast, AirPlay, picture-in-picture, turn off. Full screen, keep it here. Vimeo logo, turn it off. Click save. Okay, this is super important. So this looks clean. Okay, Then we just have to wait until this is uploaded, but we can already copy the link. So click on share right here and then copy the link of the video. But this will not show anything here until the video is uploaded. Okay, now we hit save. Yeah, URL seems invalid. Why? Because the video is not up yet. Okay, but we'll just keep it in there. Now we ticked off the next thing. Video is also ticked off. Now call to action button. We already successfully did that before. Okay, so I would just keep it at let's talk. You can also change that and the color of your logo that you found out with ChatGPT, or you already found that out by your research in your audience. And this is pretty much already the most important thing. These parts right here, okay? And some keep it super simple and only have this as the page and don't even have this one. But this helps. So what I would do, we now have the most important thing. If you're 2080, you can keep it with that and delete everything else. And otherwise, go through these points, okay? What makes us different, okay? Then what I would do, I would copy this, go back into ChatGPT. We can close all these unnecessary tabs now. And give me 3 bullets that are short, brief, and relevant to my audience on what makes us different. Describing why we are different from other agencies, aka better. And let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Okay, and as we already typed in the customer avatar and the offer creation worksheet, ChatGPT already has some good knowledge about our agency and gives us some good things here. Guaranteed results. Okay, this is insane. This is insane. Then we paste that in there. So Command Option V. Command Option Shift V to paste it, and then guaranteed results, which is insane. And I will make this bold, and we have to change here bold text color to white also. Perfect. Then promise a minimum 15% of your conversion rate within 3 months, or you get a full refund. And we can underline this, and here underline text color also white. Okay, then what else do we get? Minimal time investment. Only, okay, perfect. This is good. This is good. Then what else do we get? Proven success. Our method. Case studies, they can improve conversion rate. Just 4 weeks. All right, it's also cool. So we got some pretty good things here. All right. Why work with us? Okay, and then we'll just do the same thing that we just did. Because we just copy paste this here and ask what ChatGPT gives us on the point why work with us. And we need to stop it because it already gives us a similar point. Don't take any of the points that you used before. Okay, that sounds good. And this obviously has to make sense for your offer and for your target audience. So read this. And I will go through this a bit faster now. Okay, data-driven insights, also good. So, and basically you do this for all of these points here, okay? So you do this for all of the questions.
and I will probably shorten the text a little bit everywhere here to pinpoint to implement effective conversion rate improvement. Okay, I'll just go with this. Support attention from our team, ensuring their success. Okay. And then I would go through all of these other points as well, like who do we work with, how to get started, step by step, and then this is what I would only include if it's really true. So for example, you only take on 10 clients. Okay, for example, a client pays you $2,000 a month, and your goal for the moment is 20 grand a month. Then you only need 10 clients. So you can honestly communicate that. And I would obviously not include that if you are right now starting and it's 0 clients. But if you already have 3-4 clients, you can include that and say, hey, we already have 4 of 10 clients that we're going to accept. 10 is our max. So we're already getting fuller. And if you include that, you add a sense of urgency to this, okay? And here I would actually not do bullet points. I would just do a simple text. And just write, we only accept, and then you say, hey, we only accept this amount of clients. We already have this amount of clients. Once we are at this amount of clients, we will not accept any new clients because we want to focus on our existing customers and give them the best possible results. Right. So far so good. And yeah, this is how you get through these things. You can actually also make the text a little bit shorter, but this is pretty much all we need to build that thing. And yeah, go through the other points and then add the testimonials. So I will now go ahead and do that together with you because this is the last important part of this page. So what I would do, I would go ahead and say, go on Fiverr, and we use now our conversion rate optimization. Fine. So I search for the service that I drop service, and I will go on Pro because I want a good service and sell it even higher ticket. Okay, you don't want to sell $500 service a month and sources for $50 because it will probably be very bad. But sorry, these services that cost $700 here, you sell these monthly and you sell these for, as I mentioned, $3,000. You will probably get a very good service for that, and you will not have any headaches, and they can take care of everything. Okay. So this guy seems to be pretty good. 5-star reviews, 86 reviews, price is solid. We can charge, as we found out, $10,000 a month for CRO. That's a normal price in that niche. So even if you just charge 2.5 or $3,000 a month, we have a solid profit margin with this guy, and he seems to be pretty good. So let's see if we can find some good testimonials on here. Okay, so obviously we have some good testimonials on here. Okay. Perfect. And what we already talked about, what I would do now, is I would now ask this guy if he has a website. Probably he has. I can
okay. Okay. That page of probably him seems to be super slow. But anyways, what I would do is I would go ahead and click on contact me and text him that I have potential clients for him in my pipeline that need conversion rate optimization, that are these type of e-com stores, in which kind of range. So I've just described the potential clients that he will then serve. And if he can send me some testimonials that I can show them in my next call with them, so I can get them to buy the service. So he also sells his service and gets money, gets his 675.38 euros that he wants here. And so that's what I would do. I would ask him for the testimonials, probably receive testimonials, and then paste them in there, okay? Super important that you communicate this, and then just you copy paste these names and texts in here, which is super simple. And probably you're not gonna get pictures, which is okay. And then you just delete that image out of there, okay? So you can probably delete the picture because here we have an image feature. Well, if we just do this, this doesn't work. So what I would do then is I would just honestly delete this out of here and get plus subheadline, for example, edit it here and add this up there and write the name, okay? John Doe, write this there, and then maybe where they're from or their store name, okay? johnsdogs.com, whatever, maybe that is his online shop, and so they can really check out the store. This will be super valuable, so I actually prove it even more with just this page. And I just showcased 3 testimonials here, and here I have another Let's Talk button that you can leave like this, or you can also do the branding color that you have up here. Okay, so far so good. And this is all we need here for this page. This is literally all we need. And so we now have that page. We click on save. Let's say we're done with the page. You should walk through all of these steps right now and really go through this as we did it here and finish the setup. Get your testimonials and just hide the section until you have them. Okay, you can also just delete this section if you don't have this for now. Okay, because you can always copy it again from the template. But you should be able to get them pretty fast. And once you have all of that done, you just click here on publish. And we are now going to do the next step. Okay, so we're going to look back in that here. So we customized the website. And before we add the calendar, we're going to add the domain right now because it's already right here. So if we click on publish, we can add or edit domains. So we click here. So we automatically get to the domain settings. And what I do now, you or I and you, we click on add domain. And then you add the domain that you just bought, okay? So we can, again, close all these unnecessary tasks. And we don't need that anymore. This is already uploaded. We don't, yeah, what I wanted to show you with the video, real quick, interactive. Now it works, go on end screen. Not more videos, but just do, I like to do empty, okay? And just save, so it just stays like that. Okay, done. Perfect, we already pasted the link. Okay, so what I would do now is I would open GoDaddy. That's where we bought the domain. And I go to my products. And I go to moreconversion.co that I just bought. And here, this is my domain. I copy this. I paste this in here. Yes, and continue. And if you did it with GoDaddy, this should be super simple right now. This will set up the domain. It already found out that GoDaddy is the provider, which is great. And then authorize domain, which will get you to log into GoDaddy. You click on connect. I'm sorry that this is German here, but everything should look the same, so it shouldn't be a problem. And click on close. And now let's see if this works. All right, so that worked. Yay, the domain moreconversion.co was added successfully. Link the domain with a funnel. That's what we're going to do right now. We already named the funnel the right way. Default funnel step. Home. What does this mean? When someone types in this domain, this page is where they land, okay? We want the home page, obviously. So we'll link domain with the funnel. And this will probably take some time until it works. But after a while, if we type this into the browser, we'll land on the page we just built. But this will still need some time and not work right now. So this takes like 5-10 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes until this works. But then after this is linked and this is up and running, we should be able to access the page with that. And we then are live with the website. Isn't that insane? But now we need one more thing that is super important. And one of the most important things, and some would argue this is even more important than a website, and this is our calendar. So what we do now, we head over here on the left-hand side to calendars, and we set up our calendar, okay? So what we do is we click create calendar, and it's basically, it doesn't really matter what we, it matters what we choose here, I'm sorry. Here you just choose the service calendar. Round robin is if you have a sales team, you have more people, then it will randomly choose one of them. And yeah, you don't really will need collective booking or class booking or anything like that. I will just use this. And you give it a name, more service name, and this will be the name in the invitation. So I would name this strategy session, for example, but you can get creative with the names. You can do something like free consultation, stuff like that. Ask ChatGPT. Strategy session is pretty oversaturated. Many people use that. I would do free conversion rate consulting. That's cool. Free conversion rate consulting. And really give them value in that call. Okay, free conversion rate consulting. Okay, that's cool. Select staff member. And then we need to add one. Add description. Okay, so we need to add a staff member. Obviously. Otherwise this is not working right here. So what we do, we head over to My Stuff. You click on Add Employee and you just add yourself, okay? And then you type in the email, and at this point we'll also create the email so you get a professional email and we use it right here. So what we'll do, we head over to Google Workspace. And this is what we'll use for our professional email. Okay. So we click on Start Now. Name of the company, super simple, is moreconversion.co. It's just me. It doesn't matter where I am because it's not a real business right now. Felix E. Hold, my email address. Yes, I have a domain that I can use, and then you just paste your domain again, moreconversion.co. So obviously your own domain, and then continue. Perfect. So now we're here, and now we choose the plan. So I can try free for 14 days, which is awesome. And then you can downgrade to a cheaper plan. But for now, you cannot change this here. So I just click on try for free for 14 days. And by the way, you can then downgrade to, I think, like $5 or $10 per month, which is super cheap. And yeah, so you now have to fill in all of the details, agree and continue. All right, I authorized the payment, it worked, and Gemini Business Add-on, we don't need that, skip for now. And also it's just the best domain in my opinion, or best email inbox to use. Activate Gmail, so we did that. Now it already also found out that we have GoDaddy as a provider. We just sign in to activate, connect, and this is super simple. Okay, now this is activating Gmail. As it stands here, this can take a while. This can take 5 minutes. And yeah, so basically I'll wait 5 minutes and then continue with you. All right, so we now have that. We click create new users, bam, bam, bam. Add your team's email accounts. So continue, and I only need this one. So continue. Skip for now. Okay, so we don't have to do that. Right. So this is up and running, and we will now go into the admin tab of this. If that doesn't work, I'll click on admin console in Google Workspace, and I'll now log in with my new mail that I just created, and hopefully remember the password. All right, I'm now logged in here, and here I can see my users. I have this user, and now when I log into Gmail, if you're in your Gmail account, you just click on add a new account on the top right, and then you just add that account. Obviously,
conversion.co, which seems like a cool email to me.
I deactivate
these intelligent functions. Start now. We don't need that. Reload. And now we have our professional email set up, and we have, that professional email, which is insane. So you see your email is now this here that you just created, and we have set that up, which is insane. So I will right away copy my new professional email and paste it in here. Advanced settings, we don't need that. Calendar, leave this empty for now. Signature, we don't need that for now. But you can create your professional signature. And we don't need all of this for now. Okay, just click on save. One last thing, we're gonna edit the picture. And click save. All right, so we did that, and now we head back on calendars, create calendar, service calendar, and we name it. So what we do is I do free conversion rate consulting. Okay, so far so good. Then select staff member. I select myself. Obviously, 30 minutes is great. Monday to Friday. And I would actually add Sunday because my target audience communicates on Sunday a lot. So, and this is my time, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's where I'm available. Okay, perfect. So I would just click then confirm. But at first we can look at the advanced settings if we want to. So this is conversion rate optimization. More conversions. Perfect, that looks good. Confirm. Okay, and now here I have my calendar link, and here's the embed code for this calendar if I want to embed it somewhere else. And I can copy this. And now I have my so I can copy this, and now I have my calendar link right here. So this is awesome. So I can just use this link and send it out, and people can book in a call with me and can book in a call for the free conversion rate consulting, which is insane. It looks super clean and cool, and they can just select the time here and then book in a call, okay? And this is awesome. This is really awesome. So far so good. We will then later on talk about how to customize this here and how to make this even more upfront invest from the customer, which is insane because then also it's easier to close them. But for now, we'll leave it as that and we'll go with that. Okay. One more thing. I would do URL shortener. You go on a URL shortener, you can just use bit.ly or whatever. Bit.ly is pretty known.
go on Bitly, get started for free, sign up there, and you can shorten your URL super easily, so you don't have this super long URL when you send it to someone. Okay, I would definitely do that. Then you have a super short URL. Great. And this is it for now. Now we created the calendar. You can close that. So we created our calendar. So once we have set up the calendar, we head back over to the website itself. So I click and go back here and click on the Sites tab. And I click on my new funnel. And on the appointment page, I just edit this. Then I choose the calendar in here. And then we'll see how it looks. You don't have any calendar yet. Calendar. So I obviously need to choose this one. This looks good. Save. And publish this. So we did that. And I would go back, close that for now, go on the thank you page once this is confirmed, and then just create a little text for here. I would just go back on ChatGPT. Go back into my tab from before. Create me a brief text for the thank you page when potential clients booked in a call. Tell them to be on time and to make sure they watched the video that is waiting for them, waiting in their email inbox. Because we will also have a Loom video where we showcase some results and testimonials that they will receive in the email inbox to make sure that everyone who books in a call, even though if they did not watch the video before, they then after booking the call get the video per email, so they really have watched it before that call, because this will make our call so much easier. Okay, and this is why we tell them this on the thank you page as well, and we'll go through how to build this automation in the sales section of week 3. And yeah, so we'll set that up there. But for now, you also already have the email there, and you can also find it out how this is super simple to build. Okay, so you can just then go while ChatGPT is typing for us. You can just then go in there, build your automation, but yeah, I'll keep it in week 3. You can literally just go on automation, go through that step by step, build your automation here, create a workflow. So start from scratch. I will actually do it real quick with you. Okay, start from scratch. And what you do, you're now inside this builder and you need a trigger. Okay, trigger is customer booked appointment. This is the trigger. Okay, customer booked appointment. This is the trigger. Save trigger. Then you send an email. Send email from your name. Then your email that we just created. And then the subject,
and just type in, hey, this is an important message before our meeting. Then, hey, name, please read this. And then include the link, the Loom link to the video where you showcase the testimonials. And then you have an email automation, which is really great. So every time someone books in an appointment, they automatically get that email and automatically are warmed up for the call through your Loom video, and it's way easier to close them. So that automation is super valuable. Okay, so I would really recommend you to have that in place. Then just click save action, and save, then publish it, super important, and then test the workflow if it really works. And that's pretty much it. Okay, we will walk through this in more detail later on, but for now, this is how this works, and this is how you set up this and have really an automation in place to warm up your potential customers before they are in the call with you. Okay, so now let's go back into sites. I would actually customize this link here. So to not have this, but just have thank you, update step. And you do the same thing with the appointment page. Okay, so just also appointment update step. All right, so now that we have set everything up, let's do a last check if everything's working. Okay, so we've set up the professional website, the professional calendar, professional email. So now let's do a test. Okay, and let's just go on and see if the domain is already connected. Let's go more conversions.co. And it is already connected. It's already working now. And yeah, now we land on that page. And what I would definitely do, I would change the thumbnail of the Vimeo video. You can change the thumbnail in the settings. That's super simple. So this looks more professional when they first open the site, the website, and then they can watch the video. And I would add a dynamic play button here in the middle as well. And then you have the Let's Talk button down there. You have this, so everything looks fine, and we click here, Let's Talk. That loads instantly. That's nice. I can book an appointment, select that time, type in my details, click on Schedule Meeting, and now you are on the thank you page, and this is it. This is the whole funnel. Everything's working, and this is a legit setup. Right. So we did that. We have the professional website, professional calendar, and the professional email. So we have all the things that we need to start this thing. We're very professional setup now for this. And keep in mind, the most important thing is your offer, that this is great. And it is really not important if you have a fancy, nice looking website. This doesn't matter to the clients. The clients want a good offer and a good service. And they want proof for that with testimonials. If you can provide that, it doesn't matter if your website looks fancy. I know so many people with really ugly websites or no websites at all that make so much money with their service-based business. So it really doesn't matter. Your offer needs to be good, but also it makes it easier. It makes it easier for us if we have a solid website and a solid, professional appearance to those people. Okay, so far so good. Let's hop back into the presentation. All right, so we have now set up your professional website by, you just need to follow the step-by-step plan on the step-by-step plug and play sheet that you can access down below the video as always. And that's pretty much it. If you have any further questions on how to set this website up, just please ask on the weekly calls, ask your question, and we'll help you with these things right away. Okay. And also, if you ask just a question in the questions tab of the community, I or some of my team members will answer you and help you with the Loom video and really help you as fast as possible to set that thing up. Okay, so that is for the premium community, if I forgot to mention that. Okay, so this is how to set up your professional website, and this is really super easy with the templates of Go High Level, and really a matter of a few hours, maybe even 1 hour to set that thing up, and just doing all of the text with ChatGPT and just pasting in some pictures. If you're really a pro, I would record a video, a quick Loom video on just really sharing a Google Docs or a presentation where you just share the offer. Just copy paste the text that you developed on the offer creation worksheet and copy paste that into a presentation, make it look nice, and record a Loom video. And that can be just Loom, loom.com. And that can be your video for the website. Super simple, okay? And then just make a nice thumbnail for that picture. And that is it, okay? Summary of today's video. So we talked about the importance of a professional domain and website. This just brings you more trust and more clients. Okay. And setting up the domain, we did that. We went through the process together, and also setting up the website with the plug and play sheet. And that is pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed this first week of the Drop Servicing Mastery course, then leave a testimonial. You can win special prizes by just submitting a testimonial, super quick there. And today's quote is, in the world of business, perception is more important than reality. If people believe you are the best, then you are. A quote by one of the greatest entrepreneurs this world has ever seen, Richard Branson. Okay, really inspiring guy. And yeah, it's really true. Perception is more important than reality. If you're perceived as someone who's good, you will be paid top dollar for your services. And your website, your domain, all of these things determine if you're perceived as someone who's good. Because it's not the one with the best service who gets the most money. It's the one who's perceived as the one who has the best service that gets the most money. Super important. All right, my friends. If you're watching this, then you are on the right path. Keep going. Thank you. And a last note here. So this is the last video of this free first week. And if you're still in the free community or still maybe watching this on YouTube, then this is your chance right now. The price of the paid community of the Digital Wealth Mastery is only going to go up higher. We increase the price every month, and this is not a scarcity tactic. This is really true. We increase the price of it every month. So right now is the cheapest time to get in. It will be more expensive within a month from now, and we don't reveal the exact dates on when we increase the price. It could be in 5 minutes. So right now is the cheapest possible time to get in there. And it's not only that you really get access to all the 5 weeks on how to set up, run, and scale your drop servicing business. It's also that you have access to a completely different caliber of young and motivated entrepreneurs who are following their path and fulfilling or really trying their... It's also that you have access to a completely different caliber of young, motivated entrepreneurs who are on their journey to living the dreams and getting there by building their 10K a month drop servicing business. And these are really people who are ready to invest into themselves, into their growth. And let me tell you from experience, these are people from a completely different caliber. And surrounding yourself with these people in the community, in the calls, but also we have masterminds, like in-person masterminds in the premium community. We don't do that in the free one. And also in-person events, meetups that are for free if you are in this community, where I meet with you guys. You can ask all the questions you want and we meet in real life. And we go and play golf and play croquet. We have a dinner together, all of these things. We have these in-person meetups, okay? And this is literally insane, that network that you get in there. Besides from the fact that you get really step-by-step details. So the further weeks that are coming are even more detailed than this one, because this is for free, okay? And we really go deep on really second week 2 is mindset. And this is the main reason why 99% of people fail with this business, because they have all the information they need, but they are not the right person and don't have the right mindset to follow through with that. So we're going to fix that in week number 2, because this is super important. Then week 3, we're going to talk about sales, how to close your first client within weeks, get your first 4-figure retainer within weeks.
Step by step, we're going to find out what the best outreach method for you is, and we're going to implement it and step by step set it up, set a running and smooth system up so you can close your first client within weeks with that. Okay. Then we're going to talk about how to really have a good service, find the right freelancers, how to train them, how to hire them, how to vet them, all of these things step by step in detail with examples. Then we're going to talk about how to operate that business on a daily basis, how to manage everything, how to really nail it down so you really can manage that business with 1 to 2 hours a day, which is insane because you have very good systems in place. You have very good people in place. You knew how to train them. You knew how to set up an onboarding for them and put them through an onboarding and all of these things. And then we're going to talk about how to scale that business because you can make upwards of 100K a month in profit. Okay, so we're going to talk about that as well, step by step, how to scale the outreach channel, how to scale the service delivery with using clusters and all of that stuff. That's also what you get in the Digital Wealth Mastery community. Okay, but as I mentioned, yes, this information that you get there is absolutely insane and step by step what you will need to reach your goals with that drop servicing journey. But let me tell you honestly, the caliber of people you find in there is the most valuable thing in my opinion. But also the step-by-step course on how to really set up that drop servicing business and get it to at least 10K a month. And you can scale it even further than with week number 5 on how to scale it. That is also pretty insane. That is super insane, to be honest. It's really a step-by-step guide on that. But my dear ladies and gentlemen, this is it for now. This was week number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. If you want, you can join the Digital Wealth Mastery community right now. As I mentioned, right now is the cheapest that it will ever be. It will only get more expensive in the future every month. And we don't reveal when. Okay? So it could be in 5 minutes. So it would be a pleasure to see you inside of the premium community. That's it for now. It was a pleasure to help you. Leave a testimonial if you enjoyed this. And maybe we'll see each other in one of the live calls in the premium community. And as always, remember, if you're watching this right now, then you are on the right path. Keep going. Thank you.